Hey, YouTube family. You on with Keeping It Real with Shell. We have guests in the house tonight. We got Joy. We got Tony. And we have a special guest in the house. You want to remain anonymous? Not at all. Not at all.
No,
And we got
A-Rod.
we got A-Rod in the house.
A-Rod.
A-Rod in the house, y'all. Tonight's conversation is going to be about why do people cheat? And I just thought that was a great conversation because a lot of times people are going through whatever they're going through. And, people like, why did somebody do that? Because they're selfish. Why they do that? You be sitting there racking your brain like, I done did this, 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 this.
Why would they do that?
Why would they do that?
I thought they loved it in me.
So that's what's going to be our conversation. We're about to go live on SadorRadio.com in probably about a few seconds. So tune into that www.sadorradio.com. About to go.
What's this, show?
That's a smoothie.
What kind is it?
Oh,
Green
all
stuff.
of it.
Incredible.
All of it. I got
Spinach, carrot.
yes, spinach, kale. You gonna sit next to that pot?
Yeah, I'm
Not a
sitting
taste, bro.
next to
All right,
you.
y'all.
No,
So
are you
YouTube,
going
keeping it real with Shell. www.sadorradio.com. We have guests in the house tonight. We got Tony. We got Joy. We got A-Rod in the house.
Hello.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
You know,
It's your man Simply D.
and enjoy.
Tonight's conversation on Keeping It Real with Shell is why do people cheat?
Why do y'all do that?
I know that's right. We don't do that.
I don't do that.
You don't know this.
Okay,
What?
3 out of 4. 3
Used
out of 4.
Used
We done had
to.
this conversation. Used to.
to. I don't
Okay.
anymore.
Not
Used
anymore.
So used to.
Used to, yes.
All right.
Oh my.
Listen,
You never
listen.
cheated?
No.
I know I
Wow.
always
I'm not
wonder
lying.
why do people
Who
cheat?
need to cheat with all this?
When you do this, you do that, and I'm quite sure anybody who's been cheated on said back at one point and said, I done did this. Why they cheat?
Because something was missing.
But what
But
was
that's
missing?
your situation. Everybody don't cheat based upon because something was missing. And then what is that something? Because it could be something so trivial.
It
She ain't
could
wash the dishes.
No,
Namaste.
wait,
No,
no.
Is that where we going? We gonna be real petty with why? Because what is your something?
What if it's something that's not petty? What if the things you're looking for is not the things you get? So she's thinking, I'm giving all these things. And this, you like, well, I'm not looking for those things. I'm looking for these things.
But should that not have been a conversation piece prior to? See,
There you
because
go.
before we even get into a relationship, do we not have that conversation? Like, look, I like this. This is what this is what I'm looking for in a relationship. Don't we have that conversation? So when I realized, like, yo, red flag, you ain't saying nothing I want.
You can still
How
have
we get in it?
that conversation, but at the same time, even though you had that conversation, something is still missing and maybe lacking, or you just got a straight up person who don't care and they're going to cheat regardless.
I think that's
Cheating
everybody.
is a choice.
I think that's everybody. I don't think that cheating is because you're missing something, so I'm not getting what I want from you. So if I can't get what I want from you, I'm gonna go get it over here. Go ahead, but wait a minute. If we're gonna do this, let's all do it. That's what open relationships are for. I can halfway. I don't condone it, but I understand it because at least they're open enough to say, "Listen, I want to see other people. You can see other people." It's selfish where I think we're monogamous, but you single. That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair. So if I'm saying, listen, I'm just the kind of person, one woman or one man is never going to be enough for me. I admire that person. Because now I have a choice to say, okay, well, I can deal with that.
Oh, I
or
can't.
this is not for me.
Mhm.
But why would you do something like that? And I mean, what could possibly be missing or anything that condones you being sneaky and lying to somebody that you say you love? I love
Baby,
you.
you know I love you, right?
Right.
I don't
I'm
love
the
her.
only one, right?
I don't love her.
Yeah, you
I
have my
love you.
heart,
It was just sex.
I like, yeah, you have my heart.
You
It was
have my
just
heart.
sex.
but I want the details.
It's just
Like,
sex.
I don't-
Yes.
So-
What do
Just
you mean
sex?
it was just sex?
so
Really?
It was just sex.
Let's do this.
it could be.
So it's just
it could
sex for
be
men. What is it for us?
Experience.
Our
They
emotions.
Men say it's our
They want-
It's
emotions.
our
They
emotions
want
that
the
get attacked.
experience. They want to
The
feel
man wants the
No, the
experience.
woman.
The
I
experience
think
is what?
I think my belief is when a woman goes out and cheats, right? She's looking for some type of experience that she's not getting. So she might be yearning for something that her man is not saying or doing. And she's hearing something else, attractive women hear things all the time. Might not feed into it the first 10 times. 11th time might catch her ear because she's not getting or hearing whatever she's getting at home or hearing at home.
Or wanting to hear.
Or wanting to hear, no matter what she tries to do. Then she's looking for that experience saying, damn, I really want this from the man that I chose. That's choices, we're gonna give them choices too. But the man that I chose, I really want this from. And now I got this guy at work and he's just always coming on to me and saying these things that I really like. She wants that experience and she's hearing the experience and she's now curious about the experience.
Why not still have that conversation?
Because
What's your man?
people,
What's your
because
man?
they are afraid to have that conversation, because now if I have that conversation with you and you don't understand or you're not with it, then I take the chance of losing you.
Then let's wait the eyes.
Well,
Hold up.
What's worse?
Since
Us
when-
having that conversation or you finding out I'm cheating and I lose you that way?
I think the
I ain't gonna
conversation's
get
hard.
caught.
We
What you
don't
talking
know.
about?
We don't normally get caught like that. I know. So if I was a cheat,
Okay, you don't normally get caught.
No,
You
no,
got
I'm just
somebody
joking,
smart
but
that's paying attention.
I'm joking, y'all.
It's
Seriously.
like, I don't cheat.
there's a lot of women that don't get caught.
No, listen. I'm joking on that sense. I mean, at some point, everything that's done in the dark does come to the light. I get that. Eventually, depending on how long you do it for, or it may be
Or who you
one
pick.
time.
You might pick
You might
somebody
pick
that
the
got a
wrong
hole in their
person.
bucket.
The wrong person,
Yeah.
they crazy.
Now, we did talk
No, no,
They
about,
stalking.
and we did talk about conversations that we had. What if the conversation is being had? What if you are telling me
Let me-
all the time that this is what I need?
How did we get into this relationship though? If we did not have clear certainty on you being able to give me what I wanted and vice versa, how did we get in a relationship?
Because
Rushing
your needs change.
Rushing into it?
You can be with somebody in the first 5 years can be one thing, and we as people begin to evolve and change and want different things.
Right,
Now we're no longer that person that you met 5 years ago.
right.
Now, granted, there are some traits that stay the same, but you don't want the same thing you wanted when you was 32.
Exactly. You change.
You don't want the same. You don't want the same
But
thing.
if I met you 5 years ago, should we not be evolving together?
we
We
do
I mean,
should
is
evolve.
that not a conversation?
We
of
should
people like,
be.
But
baby,
there
listen,
are-
you know what? I want to grow. How we gonna grow? We
But
grow
we
together
do.
and we grow individually,
All right.
and that's the conversation.
I heard, they say it doesn't matter how beautiful you are. It doesn't matter if you hang off the chandelier,
None of
you're a
that
freak,
matters.
and you do all
It
the
don't
tricks.
matter.
Watch porn, learn new stuff. It doesn't matter because I think, like he said, like A-Rod said, it's attention. So if you're not getting that attention at home, and then, see, men don't like to think that it's attention, but it is attention because they need their egos stroked. So if you home and you're being emasculated, or you feel like your woman is fussing all the time, or now you're in this rut, because now we've grown comfortable together. So now we go to work, we come home, we eat dinner, we watch a movie.
It's
You
too
understand?
damn routine.
And
Right.
it becomes routine. So instead of you mixing it up, see, I heard him say it ain't nothing like new coochie,
Oh, girl.
right?
Yeah.
Why you,
I can say,
Yeah.
oh,
why you
it
think
ain't
that
done
is?
yet. They say it ain't nothing like new
Why-
coochie.
why you
You
think
done
that
have
is?
it.
Listen,
I don't know, you the man.
I don't know.
Well,
I just thank you. Why you meant to say that?
Well,
Ain't nothing wrong with the old
And
stuff
listen,
either. The old
listen,
stuff
I
are.
don't like that.
Hey,
I
the
know
old
that,
stuff
yeah,
is.
to do this, do that.
The old
I
stuff
know which
so
way
good.
it's been.
Is it that the new stuff is different? Is it
How do
that-
you
is it
know?
that the experience.
It's the idea of the new stuff that is enticing, that leads you to be like, I want it.
So.
Then you get the new stuff and you be so daggone mad. Like,
What did I do that for?
ooh,
But they don't give up. They don't give up. It don't work out for them the first time. They be like, maybe it was a fluke. Let's try it again.
Let's try
Because they don't think, they like, oh, that was a fluke. Let's do it again. And it doesn't compare. Because if you think about the first time that you got with who you were with, it was fireworks. You didn't have to go, oh, maybe I need to try that again. All right, it wasn't that good the first time. Maybe she'll be good at this. You don't do that. When you find somebody you're free, you don't do that. You be like, yeah, that didn't work out. I'm not calling her no more. Or I'm not calling him no more. I don't know what that was that came out the peephole, but that's not what I thought it was. But when you're in something and you're sneaking, why try so hard to make that work? I've heard and read
the idea of conquering it.
but you conquered it, you got it.
You know what I mean? No, I haven't gotten it. Just because I got it, I ain't get it.
But
See,
So
I
how
want
they want?
to get
that's
meaning if I get it, and please, of course, I'm quite sure y'all men will correct me. But once I get it, the get it is because she's sweating me. See, I got it. I got it. Just because I hit it, don't mean I got it. You see what I'm saying?
You
I want
it.
you to be like, yo, she tripping over me.
Ain't that something?
So
Is that
so
true?
you think that a man,
Is that true? I'm
you think
just
that-
asking.
Well,
These are just thoughts.
I don't really know. I mean, well, you think that a man wants to have a woman and then wants a woman sweating him too?
What she means by that
It's
is
that ego.
have it. Like
It's the
have
ego.
a woman come after you. Like, okay, all right, I hit, but I want you to crave me.
Correct.
I want
That
you.
that
I want you
desire
to
be
want me
you know,
more.
when am I going to see you again? You know, I got
You
a
won't call me?
situation.
I was
No, I can't see you. But baby, I miss you like I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks. Come on, baby. You
They
that
want
that
that.
whole
okay.
oh, all right. You know,
I
I got
don't,
this
but
one sweat and I got that one.
Okay.
But I've never gotten that from people that I've ever talked to. I think that people. that
What
I've
you mean
talked
you
to,
haven't gotten?
that idea that yeah, I want this woman. I got a woman or a wife or whoever, and I want somebody else that's sweating. That seems like more of a problem than anything else.
Yeah.
It seems like you would rather have
You
somebody
would
that's
think.
Right.
convenient.
You would
does
think,
turn into
but
a
if
problem.
they can control the situation.
Well, couldn't control be convenient too? It's convenient because she's not
Convenient.
sweating.
I've heard men say,
But
I
you know, I
wanted
can
her
call her when I want.
because she was
Or-
convenient.
Yeah,
Or
she was convenient. But
Convenient. What do you mean by
convenient
Meaning
can
she
turn
was
into a
available.
problem. She was available.
Easy to
She was
get to.
accessible. She was
Accessible.
always there when I wanted. Every time I called, she was available. That type of thing.
So it was just the ease of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so I mean,
Well, I'm easy. I'm married to you. What the problem is? I'm right here every night. But see, that grows bored. Again, new coochie. Already got this.
I know what this is.
I know what this is.
I know
Here's
what
the problem.
this is
Here's the
safe.
problem. A lot of times you got so much here at home, and what you get here is not even close to it.
It never is.
So
Never.
we get back to that
80-20.
original question. So why do
80-20.
it?
Go back to the 20.
So
Go
why
back
do
to
it?
your 20s. Now you done lost everything over what?
So let's say
A possum.
let's say a woman, she has that guy that is a good guy. You know what I mean? And he's doing all these things for her, and cherishes and adores her. But she want to mess with this dude.
This knucklehead.
Yeah, and he don't got nothing going on really, and he really ain't doing nothing for her.
Right.
But she got all this here.
But she's attracted
She
to it.
wants this.
Yeah.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Remember we
So-
talked about that?
Yes.
so they would go and
I don't care how strong a woman is. She always want a man that's strong. So
Yes.
when they out here talking about a woman don't need a man and she
A real woman,
independent,
let's say this. A real woman
Mhm.
wants a strong man.
wants a strong man.
And she wants a man that can lead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's real.
That's for real. For
That's
real.
for real, for real.
We want
a real woman. Yes,
Real.
you want to be able to
We
say
want to be like, he
that
got
if
it.
I fall, you know that old time saying, if I fall back, I know you're gonna be there to
Yeah.
catch me. Real woman want that.
Well, I gotta tell you exactly what
I don't
it's
care
saying.
how she call. Yeah, the
No, stay over here.
I'm about to fall. Move over to the line. Move over. Damn, I fell. You know what I mean? But are you gonna be there? Any real woman wants that.
Yeah.
That's real. Now, yes, do we have the ability to survive? Yes, we do. Can we hold it down? Very much
We
so.
can do it,
We can do it by ourselves.
we don't
But a real
necessarily
woman
want
don't
to.
necessarily want to do it. She wants to be able to relinquish some of that responsibility and know that it is safe and she can trust that individual in order to step up. If I get sick for 3 months,
What's
they
gonna happen?
repoing the house, they taking our cars, our bank account done depleted. What you doing? And you got it? And you my man? What was you doing?
That then goes back to choices too. Because if you have been in that situation a few times where you have fallen, hit the ground, you know what I mean? And now you meet this guy and he's telling you, oh, I got you. You're not gonna hit the ground. Now you have to then say, okay, I'm gonna put these feelings behind me and I'm gonna allow myself to fall for this guy. Now the risk is this.
Mm.
The risk is this. You might hit the ground again.
You
But
want to be able to say sure.
But in between that time, it's like anything else. You gotta reduce the risk. And reducing the risk means finding out and taking time to figure out what that guy's about.
What's
and when he
time?
catch you.
When you speak of time,
Mhm.
because time is something that we can't never get back. Once it's
Mhm.
lost,
It's gone.
it's gone.
Mhm.
Okay. So when you speak of time, what do you mean by time? Because some people might say time is 2 months.
Mhm.
Some people may say time is 2 years. Some people may say 5 years. So when you speak of time, A-Rod, what is your idea of time? Getting to know this person, giving it time.
Time is relative to the person. So you know for yourself what the time is going to take you to get to know someone. Not going to be a thing that's going to happen right away. But the infatuation is there.
You gotta get past that.
But you gotta go
You
ahead
gotta
and
get past
figure
that
out
infatuation.
who his
Yeah,
mama is,
excitement.
how he treats his mom, you know, does he have kids and how does he take
But
care of
you
his
know-
kids, these type of things.
They have wolves in sheep's clothing. And I had a
Mhm.
bad habit of picking them. I swear to God, they would come out of the church and everything, like they got it together.
Mhm.
You know, and you're looking at this package and they're hiding behind the Bible and they're doing all this stuff. Like I'm a very, what is it? What kind of person am I? I'm
Be careful.
strong.
You're
Be
strong.
careful.
You're
Be careful.
strong.
I'm very outspoken.
Outspoken.
You know, I've
Too
been.
outspoken.
No, I'm not. Ain't
Yes,
no
you
such
are.
thing.
It ain't no such thing as
Yes,
too
you
How is it
outspoken.
too
Go
outspoken?
ahead. Go ahead.
All right, 97%.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
And how is
I'm a
it?
helper.
How is it
I'm a helper.
outspoken?
I'm
How
too
is it
outspoken when you
too
tell some
outspoken?
girl her lace front ain't supposed to be down here and you supposed to have more than 2 fingers
That
between
ain't
your
outspoken.
eyebrows.
I'm trying to help you out.
She
That
just
ain't
messing it all up.
outspoken.
She messing it up.
That is not outspoken. That is, I'm trying to help you
Outspoken.
from looking like a hot mess.
a
I'm trying to
helper.
help you.
I'm trying to help you.
Okay.
That lace front right
It
there,
ain't supposed to be
it ain't
like
supposed
this.
to be
Bring
here.
it back here with your hairline it. And I'm misunderstood.
Presentation, that's what it is.
I'm
It's
just-
Your approach.
Your approach.
Her
Okay.
approach is
Okay.
kind of
You
brag.
pull it to the
hard.
side, say this.
Her-
She
I
ain't put
noticed-
her, she ain't yell at her
Or-
like
I didn't
that.
lie.
See, they
I didn't yell at her. I
But
didn't
your
yell at
approach
her.
is still kind of strong. Your approach.
Listen, I'd rather get punched in the face.
I know, but I'm saying
I'd rather
everybody
somebody
Roll
be
the
honest,
sleep with a
yes.
lie.
Don't
you can be
pacify me.
honest, but it's
Don't
your
pacify
approach.
me.
It's
All right,
the
I'm
way
gonna tell
that-
you what had happened. What had happened,
What had happened
this.
was,
I made a girls trip. Okay, I didn't really know the girl.
Exactly.
But I didn't know her.
She don't know how to
And
take
she's like, oh, enjoy this, oh, enjoy that. And she starts right.
and you looking
And
at
I'm
her
looking
whole time,
and
and that thing is
yes,
irritating
and
you.
I was like,
Irritating you like.
I said, let me ask you a question. I said, where's your hair? She said, back here. I said, I need you to move that.
Back here.
Where your hair?
I can't.
She's like, okay. I was like, because it needs to blend. I need to see some of your hairline. She never did it again.
So you corrected. me.
Now was she
Help her.
offended?
And then my girlfriend said, this
Oh,
why
yeah.
you don't have no
You
friends.
helped her.
This why
Yeah.
this is why you don't have no friends. And then another girl, same group, took her shoes off and had toenail polish. I said, what the hell?
And
I said,
stepped on her toes.
yo, oh, the knuckle part. I said, so you never
That
learned
was-
how to
you not
color
wanna
in the
polish
lines? Like, I'm not understanding why you came outside like that.
So when do you just let let some things go.
I can't do it.
Exactly.
I can't do it.
Exactly.
Joy.
Exactly.
Joy, you ain't by yourself.
I can't do
I'll
it.
be like this the whole time in my mind. Like, I can't talk to you. If I let it go, I gotta move.
So if
I
I
can't
like
look
that,
at you. I just can't.
so if I'm like that with something that's small, what
Can
makes
you
you think
imagine
that
when
I'm
it's
not
something
vocal about something that I'm not comfortable with?
When it's
I think
big,
you should be vocal with something.
Right. So if I'm having
But
those
tactful at the
conversations,
same point.
I could be like
Because-
that most of the time.
Well, it's important. And the reason it's
I like
important is
that.
because even if it's with your man, well, if you're with your man and you're trying to explain something that's gonna help your relationship.
Oh, you think I'm just blunt and brazen? I just go.
I'm trying to figure it, I'm just trying to figure it
I
out.
have balance.
You got that.
you have to.
So,
have
but somebody
balance.
might think
You
that
have to.
I use comedy as a little thing to go a little bit in, so then it's not so bad for them. You understand?
Not as
Like,
brash.
it's not as brash. But when it comes to talking about something serious, I try to be as light as possible, depending on what the subject is. So if I'm uncomfortable with some type of behavior, I'm going to say, listen, I remember saying one time in a relationship, I said, because some men have a problem with double standards. I can do what I do because I'm a man, but you don't do it because you're a woman. I'm not okay with that. Okay, so my thing is, if you get jealous, what do you think I get? All right, so you tell me, oh, I don't want you hanging out with somebody you used to date and all this and all right, we just starting out. Okay, well, this was somebody, how did you date them? No. Okay, now, here we go. Now we're going forward. I'm gonna get this car insurance, we're gonna be together. Okay, now I'm sitting in this office with the car insurance check with somebody you used to date. How
So
did that
sad.
happen?
But yet you don't want.
How
me
did
to-
that happen?
Yeah, you
Now
don't want
I'm
me to
digging
go
the vibe.
dating.
I'm digging the vibe from the chick. See, y'all think we tripping a lot of times when we get that vibe. It's like the animal kingdom. Like y'all smell fear and y'all spot something a mile away when it's your woman, but when it's a woman on you, y'all can't see nothing. Y'all like bird box.
Oh no, baby,
Bird
she
box.
didn't mean
She
nothing
don't
like
mean nothing.
that.
She cool. She
She cool.
I'm in the office. I'm like, okay. So she offering us insurance. I'm listening to her. I can't put y'all on the same insurance right now, so on and so forth. Okay. And we gotta wait for his insurance to take us all the way. Now I know this is bull crap, but I'm gonna ride it out because I got a point to prove. So I let it ride out. So now it's time to go and get our insurance because now it's at the end of the term. She's gonna offer me insurance that was almost twice as much as I was paying. I said, I'm not doing that. So he calls her. Well, what's going on with the insurance? I thought you was gonna be able to put us on it. She said, well, Joy's smart. Let her figure it out. You ain't hear that? So you ain't hear that. You let the lipstick and the heels fool you. Let me help you out with something. Okay? I said, no problem. I got it. Within 10 minutes, I had our insurance. I said, now let me tell you something. I said, you had me somewhere with somebody you used to mess with, sitting in an office, but you want to tell me that's not okay for you. Don't do nothing to me that is not okay for you. Because one, I'm a woman. So that means you're logical. I'm more emotional. So if you get a little mad, that means I'm on 10. You don't want to deal with me on 10. So if it's something that you think you're not going to like, don't do that to me. You would think that was cool.
That's
right?
just logical sense.
Yes.
That's logical. Now, how
But
come you
men
ain't see
wouldn't
her though?
understand that.
You ain't see her when she said that? No, she cool. I take all my family. I ain't your family. I'm not your family. So you have these conversations and you go, okay. And the men, they're great. They support you. They do all this. You go, okay, all right. And then 3 years later, you like, where did that come from? Like, what had happened? I don't know this person. That's not what you showed me. That's why I mean, you do not tell somebody when they go, so what you looking for in a relationship? I can go somebody that wash and like to comb their hair. Can you do that? Can you do that? We're good.
So if you tell them what you're looking for, you think they're gonna
Absolutely.
show that.
If you get somebody,
yeah,
that's
I
a
believe
snake,
that.
Yep.
You think
They're gonna be
you think-
exactly
If I
what
say-
you need.
If I'm in a relationship or we've seen each other and I say to you, listen, I want a man who cooks, who cleans, who will take me out,
Wow.
shampoo shampoo my hair in the shower,
You know,
polish
it's
my
my
toes,
toes,
rub my belly when it
rub
hurts.
my feet.
He gonna do all of that because I just told you everything that I wanted. But that doesn't, I'm not saying he doesn't do that, but initially and majority of the time, they are conforming to what they hear you say they want. And then in time, they hook you and then they show you who they truly are. And then you like, hold on.
I didn't sign up for
I
this,
didn't
but
sign up for
Now I
it.
got
So
stayed.
when do you tell them?
Huh?
When do you tell them?
Why do I have to tell them? Why can't they just feel the
You
energy
have to
off of
find out,
me
yeah, you need
and
to
then
find out
just
if
see
this
what I
is.
like?
Well,
Why? But let me ask this: why not just be you?
And then
And
let
I
me
see
decide.
if I like what you do. Just
Well,
be you,
All right, so you,
and vice versa. I be me, and then we kind of see do we like what each
Are
other
we a
do.
match?
so you meet somebody, right? And you're
Mhm.
being them, like according to what you're saying, right?
Mhm.
And 80%, because nobody's gonna be 100% of what you want.
80-20.
So
I
let's
wanna-
say,
I'm
I'm
a
gonna give you the
majority,
benefit of the
I
doubt.
got like 92.
Hell, I'm a 92.
I'm gonna give you the benefit of the
I'll
doubt
take
of,
that.
of 80%,
Mhm.
right? So you still, it's still an area there, because she likes her hair washed a certain way, with that fancy stuff. You know
Oh,
what
I
mean?
got my own
So,
product.
well, maybe he might be at his house, he might have something different.
It's
So-
certain stuff.
So now you might have to say, well, you know what, Dave, I really like when you do it this way. He might have his own way of doing it. He might think that he's doing it the right way. So now you gotta explain to him and talk to him and say, no, I really like it this way. Or
That don't
maybe,
mean they're gonna listen.
but that's the thing. Now you're not getting something that you want.
Exactly, and let's go back to that. The cheating
That's why
thing.
people
You
cheat.
see now when we talking, now I'm talking to you and I'm like, he is really getting on my nerves. I just can't. All I asked him for was blah, blah, blah. Now that one becomes everything I have been looking for. Now that grass is starting to,
Because
it's
I
brown,
done
now
told
it's getting
him
green, and I done
I
told
want
him
this,
what I'm
this,
looking
this,
for.
and
Right.
he's not
Now he
doing
gonna be that
everything.
little bit of
He's
20%.
He's doing
I'm
everything.
taking notes.
And then I'm running with the 20,
20%.
thinking that the 20 is going to be 80.
And it's not.
Now
And
I
the
gotta
20
stab
starts
you.
to delinquish and become 15 and then 10.
And that's-
then
and you
becomes
know what?
0. You be like, what the?
I saw a meme that says,
Mm-hmm.
it said, I love memes, they be everything. So the meme said that a bad situation can make the wrong person look like the right choice.
That's powerful.
Mm.
That's powerful.
Mm.
Because it's real.
It's real.
It's
If you're
real.
hurting and you're going through
Right.
pain,
And that person is there at that appropriate time. Lord,
It can
you
make
be
them
done
look
ran.
like-
Yeah.
where have you been all my life? And he is a whole knot.
Whole lot of mess. We going home packing bags.
Oh,
I'm out.
shit.
Where you going?
I think
I'm-
too much for that. I'm a thinker.
I
So
know, me
think,
too.
I think too much.
I
And
don't get
weigh
so caught
everything,
up
and
on it.
I think that could be, it could be my downfall. I look at everything. Like I look at the whole picture. Like I look at your side and I look at your side and I look at your side and I'm looking at my side, but my side is all the way over here. And I'm like, what if I make the worst choice? What if I stay here and wait, this is familiar,
But then I
this now
stay
I'm
here
scared.
and then I miss out.
Right, and it's
then-
like, okay, but this is familiar. I know what I'm getting. I don't know what I'm getting over here. This could be something complete. Now you're scared because you don't got all these wolves in sheep's clothing, and the
People
wolf
can
get
play a
thicker
game
and
for
thicker.
years.
Yeah, people can play games,
Years.
especially if they think they're good at it. They can play games.
And they
for
done
years.
did it with other people.
Exactly.
What?
So they think they can manipulate the situation or manipulate you and continue to kick game until you suddenly start peeping, and then you be like,
You be like,
okay.
oh, they narcissistic. You gotta notice the signs. My
Yeah,
thing
you have
is,
to notice the signs.
I
Go
think
ahead, hold up. AJ had
Oh.
something that he
Every
needed.
name, right?
AJ,
A-Rod. amen, brother.
Let me read one thing about- So when do you feel like I can fall now? This guy's gonna push me? It's a lot of.
I don't think you
I'm
ever
never
100% feel
I'm
that way.
clawing.
I don't
Why?
really think anybody does, especially if you've
You don't
been
feel
through
that way?
situations.
Isn't
I'm
a-
saying
isn't
that I'm fighting
isn't that
all the
idea
way.
sad?
Okay.
It is.
All right.
It's very sad to think that I would never feel like this with this man, and I'm saying that I'm.
I
with.
mean, you feel that you can
Yeah.
fall, but in your falling, you're going to brace yourself for the fall. See, I can fall back,
But I'm like,
but
this.
I can, exactly, I'm going to fall back a certain
I'm
way.
like this.
Whereas
right here.
before, I went through when I first started to trust, and I didn't. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, this person really got me. I fell back.
And hit the ground.
and
Well,
hit the
the
ground.
person can.
So now, okay, I hear this next man coming along saying, "Oh yeah, you know
I
what?
would
No,
never.
baby, I would never do that to you.
would
I would
never.
never let you fall.
The
I would
very
never
one
do
you
that."
think would
And
never.
then now I'm like, "Yo, I trust him,"
trust
and then
you.
I fall again. Boom.
Told you what
All right,
happened
that's
to
two.
you.
All right, next one come.
But see,
Saying the same old
well,
thing.
here's the deal. You could have that person that's telling you that and who wants to be that, but then maybe they saw something in you that made them say,
That they ain't gonna carry me.
"Mm-mm."
See now, even if that being said, why would you let me fall?
And why would
Because
you say?
even if you saw something in me that gave you a red flag that said, Joe, you know, I don't want to do this no more with her. I get that. But still, at the end of the day, you should still care enough about me not to see me fall. At the end of the day.
True.
So
True.
even though I'm falling, you should still be there and say, you know what, listen, I can't do this with you anymore.
Right.
But I'm not going to leave you while you're down, and I'm not going to watch you fall. I'm going to be there to catch your fall, make sure you stand back up. Now I'm out.
How about that?
That is how I look, because at some point I cared about you.
Mhm.
And regardless of what I saw that I don't like, that was enough to say it's over,
Mhm.
then I still, and this is just me being me,
No, I totally agree with
that I'm going to make sure you stand back up.
you. Yeah, I got
But I'm
you.
out.
But there's something about you that I don't
I'm out.
like.
Because I'm not
You know what I
going
mean?
to let
Or I
this
see-
situation
right.
happen again
Mhm.
at all.
Or there's something I see, or when you get back to cheating, I know you're still kicking game or whatever.
Correct.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna do this for you, make sure you good, and I'm stepping back.
Deuces, correct.
Well, I've been cheated on. It crushed me.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
Freaking crushed.
Especially when you
me.
have no clue. When you sitting there thinking like everything is okay, and you're like, all right.
Tell me what this is.
Some people say something. You want me to go and say what
I don't know. You
Yeah,
got
see what they
glasses
say.
on with your bionic eyes. You don't have your vision.
You're
You better.
closer to it.
Well, you can't. You don't have
Jeez.
Santa. I'm more than Black Santa, so you should be
Yeah.
able to see.
Bring them on camera. The Queen is watching. Carolyn Herbert says, "Simply D, you're very quiet tonight." I no, I'm just listening. I'm chiming in. That's it. Hello.
You asked a little quiet.
Hello.
I'm not
What
gonna-
they say something about camera? Oh,
Yeah.
me.
Right, yeah.
Oh,
You don't want to
can't
be on
see
camera.
me.
You want to be on camera?
Well, I'm on
Okay.
YouTube.
Go to
She can't see
YouTube.
me. Go to YouTube.
yeah, go to YouTube. So you can see all
Here
this.
I am.
I'm not quiet, Carolyn. I'm just not trying to overtalk
Hi,
you. It's
Carolyn.
not all about
Aren't you considerate?
Simply D.
So proud of you.
Yes, it hurts. It's real.
Oh, yeah.
Like I was saying, especially when you had no clue.
Oh yeah.
You thought everything was
You think
fine.
you
It was
did.
like,
Yeah.
But
what the heck?
but you do see you know.
You see the
You know that
signs.
gut
You
tell
just be
you.
dumb.
But
You
you
like
ignore
this.
it.
You be dumb. You be like, no,
Like, I'm
I'm
saying,
about to
we
trip for no reason.
No, you
Right.
and you tell yourself, and this is what women do. We
You
go,
tell
I don't want
yourself.
to trip.
I don't want to be
Maybe
that
it's
nag.
me. I don't want to be that chick. I really want to be her, but I can't. I'm saying, but where you been? You understand? Like, and they do stuff.
I can't
and
go
they don't
out with my
realize they
boys
won't-
every now and again without
Oh!
you tripping.
And I
I can't hang out with my girls.
I can't go
Me and the
to a
girls-
happy
me
hour
and the girls
after
went to a
work
happy hour
and without
after
you
work.
tripping.
What about you wasn't
Oh,
been
I'm-
going to
I'm
happy
hanging out
hour
with my
though?
cousin.
You ain't been doing happy hour. That's not something you did.
I know,
Ain't no
but
hanging out at the work because you didn't do that. You were so tired.
Okay, well,
I
I'm
know,
gonna-
now all of a
but
sudden-
listen, my
What
boss
you did?
wanted
Same thing.
All right, how long happy hour in?
happy hour 4 to 7, maybe the latest
What
at
if,
8,
but what if
maybe
you
9.
did?
Right.
What if
And
you did
What
what?
if you did hang out at happy hour on Fridays?
All right, you hang out a happy hour
And-
on
All
Friday.
right, Friday, now it's Thursday. Now it's Wednesday.
Well-
Now it's every day of the week.
Okay, so I'm out
But
with, with my girl. I'm out with my
9
cousin.
times
What if-
out of 10, you can what if all you want, and we take all that into consideration.
Yes.
We take all that in consideration.
Trust me, before
Why do you
we
think
start
it goes
tripping,
on
we
so
done.
long?
Well, this is the thing.
Why do you think it goes on so
This is
long?
the thing. What if, this is a little spin on it.
Okay.
What if it is Friday
Mm-hmm.
and you know I go out on Fridays, but something in your mind from a previous relationship happened on a Friday? Do you feel some type of way? Do you question it? Do you
Listen, initially,
Do
before
you-
we say anything,
Mhm.
the thought already entered, and then you sit back and you say, all right, today's Friday, I'm going to watch it. I'm a watch.
Right.
I'm a watch.
Okay.
All
Which
right,
we
because I
notice,
could be tripping.
as men, we notice that.
Not
But
really.
I could be tripping.
you ever notice when
Sometimes.
we go up and going out the
sometimes-
door and y'all like, with that little look,
How
you're
you
like,
look
that
at
bitch.
us? What you? That's what you wearing?
Exactly.
Oh, I get it.
Is
No,
that?
oh,
That's
oh,
what you?
Exactly.
Can you button that up?
Yeah.
So
You only
sometimes,
going with your
sometimes
girl.
past experience.
So you say.
Say
Yeah.
something.
So
Say
you
something.
say.
Past
Say
experiences
So you
will
say.
make you fall.
You say you're
That
going
is
with your
correct.
girls. That
That
don't
is
mean you're
correct.
going with your girls.
Wow.
Give them one,
Or,
might not
I'm gonna
be.
be with my cousin.
The issue.
Oh, all of a
It
sudden
might
you and your
not be,
cousin
but that's
hanging
why
out.
we watch.
We watch
We
because
watch.
we give you the benefit of the doubt.
And we
watch.
start
I know I
taking
do.
little mental notes.
Okay.
Okay, that was Thursday.
I'm
He
watching.
usually go out on Friday nights, but now it's Thursday night.
And your mannerisms. You understand? It ain't just about y'all going out. It's your mannerisms.
Mhm.
Why you mad though?
We pay
All right,
attention too.
because now talking to you, now you don't talk to me the same. Now I don't get the same amount of attention.
Okay.
All right. Now is, well, I thought you said that me and you was gonna go out. That's the way I say it. Oh, come on. I can't go out. You just went out the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't never do nothing, but you do something. You understand? Your mannerisms change. And the thing about it is, people do not notice that things change. All right? Had somebody
You
at
talking about
work.
the dude cheating.
Right.
He don't
You
realize,
don't
the
realize
mannerisms
your
change.
mannerisms change. Everything changes about you. We in sync. We like this.
Mm-hmm.
You don't think we're gonna notice a change? Oh, ha 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 ha! Look at her, ain't she funny? Why you got this on your phone? But she funny, she crazy. Oh, is she?
Yeah, just like things change by about y'all. Who was at the taxi? Oh, that's
Listen.
just my girlfriend.
No, listen.
Hey,
I'm,
no,
this
wait
is
a minute,
real
wait a minute. Let me see
experience.
your
This
phone.
real
This is
experience.
real. Let me see your phone for a minute.
Usually.
And yo, usually your phone was
Let's
like
just
that.
work.
Now all of a sudden your phone is like this.
How about it?
Why is your
Well,
phone?
then
you got
maybe
two
I just
phones.
put it down like that.
No, but listen.
Say
Why you got a
Say
picture of her in your phone sleeping?
Mhm.
I know her. Okay, ha ha ha. Said you like her or something? You don't listen. When I tell you I watch everything, mannerisms change.
Yeah.
Now
Mhm.
I have male tendencies, so I have a lot of male friends. So when I do things, I make sure that my husband is incorporated in everything. Toning his woman, carrying his girl. Like everybody is incorporated. Ain't no we one-on-one somewhere by ourselves. You understand? So I try my best to make him feel as comfortable. I'm while she in the phone. You understand? So I let it ride. Okay. Let it ride. All right.
Or you,
Then all of a sudden, something else funny happened. Okay. All right. Oh, this is her sister. My car is at the shop. I'm gonna his sister's gonna come get me. Why she gonna get you? Oh, she's gonna give me a ride back home while I'm sitting right here.
Okay.
Well, so we ain't
Well,
here,
yeah,
you know,
why you
so you
here?
ain't, we a team, bro. That's what we do, right?
Mhm.
Or you go, well, I got told, and it's that. Well, why wouldn't you call me when you got told? I can't be a man and make decisions on my own. Oh, now you're a man. But when you normally stranded or something happens, okay, you don't want to call me for the tow. You don't call and go, babe, I just got told. I'm sorry.
At least
I'm
let
gonna
me
be
know
home.
what's going on.
I don't get nothing. I have to call you. I'm telling the tone guy. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. 2:30, 3 o'clock. Everything closed. How that?
I got you.
Mhm.
I got AAA, babe. They run 24/7.
There you go. Why? All right. So your mannerisms change. So my thing is,
That's real.
okay, you go, okay, well, they don't want to lose a person. Then if you don't want to lose a person, you don't do that. Point blank. There's no gray area with that. If you're not getting what you want at home, and this person is over here talking to you, it's no way that you're not thinking, if they ever find out, it's gonna crush you. It's no way
And
that
why
you're
is that
thinking,
not enough to make you not do it?
always been enough for me.
Because some
Why is
people-
that not
people-
enough?
Some people are selfish.
Say it one more again.
Some people are selfish.
One more again.
Okay, but y'all change too.
No,
Because
you
I
cheat,
think-
any cheater cheats
And
because they're
change.
selfish.
Exactly.
Point
Yeah,
blank.
man or
Man or
woman.
female.
It has nothing to do,
They're
like, I don't believe
selfish.
men just cheat, women
No.
do
Right,
it
it's
too.
a
They're
choice.
selfish,
It's
exactly.
a choice. I said that at the
I'm
beginning.
greedy. I wanna have
But
this, I wanna
I'm-
have
I'm
this, I
watching
wanna have this.
I'm watching y'all too.
What
They're
say it again?
I get
selfishness.
you.
Selfish.
They're
Selfish,
selfishness.
I get the selfishness, but you think it just starts out with selfishness?
Yeah, I do. I think that they're selfish.
They think when they meet you,
I think that that's who they are.
Selfish in the beginning.
Absolutely. I don't think that that just pops out of somebody. I don't think that that is a mannerism because that's something that's in there. Ever talk to somebody, listen to them when they talk about their past. Most men, like a man to go, well, you know, I was dating more than one woman, but every woman knew about each other, right? They know I'm dating this one, I ain't tied down to nothing, we see each other, so on and so forth, right? But if one of those women decide they want to see somebody else, it's cool, she just can't be with me anymore. Red flag.
Yeah, I've heard
No.
that.
Okay, so now that's not who I am anymore. That don't just go away.
No, it don't.
That's arrogance and it's selfish. All right. So we tend to go, oh, that was their past. Maybe they evolved. Maybe they're better. If you're selfish, you are selfish.
Selfish.
That is
Point
something
blank.
that has to get broken. You have to willingly let that go. And see, some people think they let it go for a while until that thing come back up.
Mhm.
Now it's all about me again. Love is not what you can do for me. Love is what can I do for you.
Mhm.
Most of the time, if it's what I can do for you, then that person, if they love you the same way, all they want to do is give back even more to you. Love ain't about you. Love is about that person.
Mhm.
So once that stops being about that person, now it's about my needs. What about my needs? What about my needs? Red flag.
Red flag, because it's a
So
selfish
It
person.
should be, what about our needs?
Right.
Mhm.
That's
Right.
what it should be.
That's what
Because
it
it
should be.
shouldn't be one-sided that,
It
I mean,
shouldn't be.
yeah, it should, if I'm willing to give you,
Mhm.
then you should
willing to
be
give
just
me.
as willing to give
So,
me. What
it's
do
like-
you need,
Right,
baby?
it should be,
What do
you
you
should be
need?
taking
That's
care
what
of
it
me
should be.
because you know what my needs are. And I
Correct.
should be taking care
And
of
vice
you
versa.
because I
That
know
is
what
what
your
he,
needs
and
are.
then
Exactly.
also that thought process of, if I do that, that's gonna hurt my
That's
baby.
It's gonna hurt
exactly.
'em.
Right.
It's gonna
If
crush
we
'em.
have that mentality,
Mhm.
But the
how do
arrogance,
we get to
I ain't gonna get caught.
that goes back
Because-
to what you said earlier, as far as being a team. As far as y'all being a team,
Mhm.
that's important.
Right.
It's important with who you choose.
Mhm.
So when you talk about, well, it's
We've
important.
been team all this
Because
time, and then now this one night we
This
ain't a
one
team
night.
no more.
But you
You know what I
said,
mean?
but you said earlier that people are selfish at the beginning.
They are.
They are.
So when you choosing someone, you know what I'm saying, and you see that they're selfish.
But
why-
do
But
we
you
see
just go
it?
down the
Do we
road.
see
No,
that?
you see it, but you think
Cause we
that's not
all,
gonna really make a difference.
we all have selfish tendencies. That's
We do.
real. Every last
Everybody
person does.
has.
But some are more
More
than
than
others.
others,
And you
correct.
see it, but you think, oh,
But
they
that
want, it's not
person-
gonna affect me.
That person
I
can be
can
generous
change
in
that
every
person.
other area.
Area.
They can take care of you. They can make sure you're fine. They can make sure your kids are fine. They can make sure all the bills are paid. They can try
Your
to make
mom
sure you're
taking her to the
happy.
supermarket.
They can make sure
all
all
that.
that thing and still have that thing on the side. That's
Mhm.
still selfish.
Yeah, selfishness.
You
know
understand?
what I mean?
Because it's some people that feel like they've given so much. I've given so much of myself. Isn't that what this is about?
And I've been hurt before.
You know,
I ain't gonna
I
be
give
hurt
so
again.
that's a mother, right? A mother gives so much of herself.
Mm-hmm.
Not one time do she say, "Well, what the kids gonna give me?"
Mhm.
Never. So if it's about I'm giving, you're giving, we in this together, we in this together. When does it become we in this together, but I've given you so much? What about me?
That's the-
Okay, you should take care of you. You should have some time to do something that you want, have your own hobbies and stuff. But that's not the time you should go, what about me? And then go pick up another chick or another dude.
Exactly.
All right, so if you're saying, well, I'm thinking about myself and I want to do something for me, go shoot pool, do some race car driving.
Everybody
Do-
needs,
do
everybody
something.
needs me.
But don't go pick up a whole new sex partner because that's
No,
not
that's not
that's
what
not
it
the
So
answer.
But
what-
every-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Everybody needs me time, but your me time should be something that your partner knows and understands. Okay, so you have to feel comfortable. If look, this is my me time. This is when I want to, I like to be alone. I want to have a chill at the house, have a glass of wine, and do absolutely nothing. Your partner should be able to understand that and know that's their space, that's their time. It's not because they're cheating. That's what they need.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if I say
And it's
I
okay.
need my me time so I can write, I'm not cheating.
Right.
I'm in my element. I'm writing.
agree.
That's my
Mhm.
time.
But do you know that they hide behind that? I just need my
Of
me
course,
time,
some
I'm gonna
people have
walk. So
one.
now you got the trusting partner.
Correct.
Right.
If that's
I'm
what you say,
I'm promoting you,
Okay.
I'm gonna believe that that's what you're doing, but
until
you're
you
not
get
doing
the
it.
otherwise not to
There
believe.
you go.
But see, it's
And
the
that's the time
signs. You have
when
to
you
pay
should
attention to the
address
signs.
or feel that way.
Right.
What's the sign?
Because if I
I'm
walk
gonna hang up.
downstairs
What's the
or
sign?
if I'm with you
What's
and
the
I
sign
see
that
yourself, I
you
hear your
hiding
cell
behind
phone going off, and
my
you
me
just
time?
like
What's the
you
sign?
looking at it, and
The
you're like,
obvious thing that
and you
just
flip
jumps
it
out.
over.
That don't always happen
So
because
sometimes it
sometimes
might
if
be-
they,
Always happen.
because somebody will say, you know, I'm married, so they play their part. I'm not gonna call that time.
Mhm.
I'm upstairs taking a shower, you downstairs doing this. All
Exactly.
right, she in the shower, I'm gonna call you back. It don't necessarily mean
Or you
that
in
all
your
of the
man
signs
cave.
are gonna be like
So as
that.
a
I
woman,
know, but
You
I'm
and your
saying,
man, and
it's
not to
sign-
mention new phones now, you can block the person or do not disturb
Certain
certain
right.
numbers.
Mhm.
So even if they call, you ain't gonna know they call.
Right,
But
but I'm saying,
nobody else
there
knows.
So
are
as a woman-
signs. There are signs.
as a woman, you got a choice, right?
What
You
are our choices?
can sit there and worry about whatever's going on down there in
Oh,
the,
we can say hell,
In the
we
man
ain't gonna
cave,
get in trouble.
right? Oh,
I'm for hell.
he's down his man cave right now, right? And I'm worried about what he's doing. I'm worried about who he could be talking to. And, well, it's because these are choices. Because it's
Yeah, I
not
can
something that
stress,
it's
I
something
can
that
worry,
happens.
or
You could say, you know what, it's my man, I trust him. Now, if something comes out of it unexpectedly,
then
then you
I
have to
now
address it
deal
at
with
that
it.
point.
But don't
but
go
if you're
stressing
addressing it
about it
when he's
prior
not
to.
doing
Right, right,
anything,
right. But
that's
see,
creating a problem.
but that's the thing, I think
But
that.
see, men will use that too. I hate to just say
Yes.
men. Oh, well, I went out and cheated because you thought I was doing it anyway, then I might as well have did it.
No,
And
that's,
there is
and that's
revenge cheating.
right,
And
that's
there
not
is
cool.
revenge cheating.
I know, I
The
know,
women
I
say
know,
it too.
I know,
Yeah,
and
there
it's-
is revenge
and it's
cheating.
not cool. It's not cool.
If
Yeah,
you
that's
think
the
I'm
situation.
doing it, I
Yeah,
might as
and
well do it
That's
anyway.
that's just an excuse because you wanted to do it anyway.
Now let me ask y'all this real quick, and then we get ready to take a break. Joy, I'm gonna go over each person. Joy, what is your definition of cheating?
There are different types of cheating. There's emotional cheating. There is physical cheating. There is, well, those are two that I pretty much know about. I don't think that if a couple was together, I don't think that they should really talk about their problems with the opposite sex. I think that if I have a problem at home, I should go to Shell, and Tone should go to A, and we should discuss it like that unless it's in a group. I don't think I should just go to some man and tell him all my problems about my dude. That's one, because a lot of times you do hear people say it wasn't gonna go that way, it wasn't supposed to go that way, and I
Right.
think that that can happen, but you don't give them an excuse. You don't set the table for that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then I mean, if you kiss somebody, you cheating. Flirting, I don't really know if I consider a little bit of flirting cheating. Like, oh, you're cute. Oh, you need a drink? Oh, thank you. Thank you for my drink. Bye-bye. See you. I don't see nothing wrong with that. All right, you go to drink, you out. All right, because I shut that down to be out. And still go home and be married. And tell him, oh yeah, they bought me like 3 drinks. I was done after that. I couldn't even have no more. I can do that. All right, but this flirting, where your beard at? No, we're not doing that. So to me,
Okay.
and when you're talking under somebody's clothes, like people act like they don't know the attraction, but they know it's here. They go, oh, I didn't look at you're lying. You're lying. They know where that attraction is. They know when it's starting to come together. They know it. So they know when they looking, they know when you touch somebody and they feel that thing, they know that that's a lie. Ain't nothing just happened. Nothing ever just happens. So all of that, when you're setting up them stones to cheat, you already know from the first one that you touch. Because if you feel something, I'm a runner. Oh, no, I have to stay away from that. I'm gonna go this way. Deuce out. That's how you stay safe. It's not that you're not going to ever be attracted to somebody.
People,
It's not
how
even going to
you-
see that you're not going to feel that connection. The thing is, what you going to do? You going to keep going towards the connection, or you going to cut it? Because it was somebody I used to be like, no, we can't go to lunch. It was somebody I had grew up with. I was like, we can't go to lunch. We can't do nothing. I'm out. I can't see that one at all. My marriage ain't worth that. And that was early.
All right, Tony, what's your definition of cheating?
The moment that you start entertaining the thought of being with somebody else.
We winning.
That's it.
A-Rod, what's your definition of cheating?
My definition is doing something that you would not normally do without your spouse or partner. You can't do it. If you were doing something that if he was there or she was there, you would not do, then you know you shouldn't be doing it.
Okay, yes, right? What is my definition of cheating? I would agree with all of y'all. And the reason I say that is because, just like you said, nothing just ever happened. Oh, it just happened. No, I felt it, yeah.
Oh,
That's
I'm
what
going
me-
right up in
what
your
do you mean?
mouth.
Nothing just happened. I felt it, like you said. They just touch you like you could.
Ooh, Jesus. Don't. Okay.
You know, so why am I once I already have that, because to me cheating is not the physical, because that's just the last resort.
Exactly.
The cheating started when my connection with you was so strong. And I'm sitting there, we talking, and it's just like, dang, I can't wait to talk to him. I can't wait to see him. I can't wait to, like, I get all giggly just the thought of him.
Mhm.
I'm already cheating.
Yep.
Already.
Mhm.
And if and when the actual act happens, I've been cheated way before.
Exactly.
Because that means I'm already attached. I'm already connected. Because that's why I've made that decision to sleep with him.
Right.
So people get caught up on well, I want to sleep with him. Oh, you slept with him. You slept. No, you needed to worry about the fact before I slept with him.
I said, listen, I did. Oh, I said, how many hours was you? Well, we didn't even touch. How long was y'all talking?
And
Because that's what
and
starts
on a
something.
date.
that's
That's what starts something.
Oh, you
were
conversation.
that's the
I want a
question
date.
that I've asked when I've been in that
You can't do that.
situation. When did this
That's what
start?
I said. I want a date.
All right. On that note, y'all, we're going to take a commercial break. Well, not a commercial break.
Yeah, you got
But
sponsors.
we're going to
You
take.
got sponsors.
You ain't gotta do this.
But these girls ain't loyal. Put your head on there.
Oh,
Chris
wait.
Brown.
These girls ain't loyal. All right, let's put some Chris on.
Ah,
All right. What
Well,
happened?
deuces.
Where'd it go?
What happened? You got fabulous. What's that?
Where'd it go? All right. let me
This is
put it
worse
back
than me
up.
and you. We be doing the same thing.
Yo, what is going on?
So come on, man.
Yo, I'm just.
you got it?
You
I see
gotta
something
take
up
it
there.
and slide it up into the
Yeah,
deck.
I thought I did it.
Do you have something in there?
See
push
it? I see
play.
something
Here we
up
go.
there.
Push the play. What it's saying?
It's playing right
Oh,
now.
okay, we got
but
something.
I wanted to hear, like you said, Chris Brown. That's what I wanted to hear. But
ain't loyal.
when we come back,
Mhm.
that is what I want to go on.
Okay.
When did it
Well,
start?
it is start.
Because
That's
everybody
my question.
knows
Yeah.
when it started.
Yep. That's my every
You
si-
all that
every
feeling, whether
time
you
I've
chose
been
to
in
run
that
with the
situation-
feeling or not,
Yep.
you knew when that
When
feeling
it
started.
started.
Because when my second wife came to me and was like, we was talking, she told me, I was like, oh, so when did this start? That's what I want to know. I don't want to know nothing about what y'all did when y'all did.
When did this start? That's what I said.
Mm-hmm. That's what
When
we,
did
let's
this
go
start?
back there.
And then I want to get into can a relationship truly recover after someone has cheated? And can it truly?
It'll
I want
never
to
be
talk
the
about
same.
that.
Mhm.
Some people say they come back stronger,
I don't know.
but I think that
Because in my
people like
mind,
that,
I would always have that thought.
Exactly.
And when I start to feel that uneasiness, and don't get me wrong, I've heard people say that if you can't forgive, then you need to have let it go from the beginning and never got back
I might
into
forgive,
it.
but I ain't gonna
But
forget.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna forget.
You're not gonna forget.
And I don't
You're
think
not.
that you should punish that individual all the time. Just
Maybe a
because
little bit,
once you
though.
make that
Maybe a
decision,
little
I ain't gonna lie.
That's
Maybe
what
you
got
got
to
to a little bit.
You got to do some
Little
making
bit.
up for a
You know,
good
That thought is right there, and you
for a
don't get
good
over
amount of time. I just don't see you getting
it. You
over it.
don't
I
get
just
over it.
don't.
Trust me, I've been there. Been
And I
there.
know as women at times, that whole thought could honestly have you out there doing some stuff you ain't got no business doing.
Mhm.
Revenge.
Because it's the thought.
It's
It's that
good.
love.
It's
this
secure.
one here done did this,
Yep.
this, and I'm sitting here being all faithful,
Mhm.
and then it's like, well, somebody else can pay attention too.
Right.
You know what, your ego is.
Now
Listen,
what?
I don't care what nobody say, cheating mess with your self-esteem, bad.
It does.
Yeah.
You could be the
Because
most
even though
confident
it
person in
ain't-
the world,
Mhm.
and
then
they
when
can
you
say it
see,
ain't about you or
you
whatever,
see
it
some
does not matter.
similarities in another relationship that you in, and you automatically like, yo, hold up. I've been here before. Something is not right. It's too many similarities. Like, yo, what's
And
up
then you
with
cause
this?
problems. in the
You remind
situation.
me of the tonight.
Oh, Lord.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me run.
Yeah. Similarities
You
can
want
kill.
that one?
Is there anything that y'all wanna talk about that you could think of? We talked about it. Oh, we good.
I mean, anything, you know what I mean? Think about that. If it's anything per se that y'all really want to address.
No, there isn't. We're good.
Yeah, I
Yo,
want
what's
to get into choices. Because a lot of times,
Choices.
relationships are doomed from the beginning.
Yeah,
True.
until they
And-
steal your choices. How I feel
and-
about that, Tone?
I mean, it could happen, but
Don't take my choices.
Don't steal my choices.
pay attention to who you're getting into it with
Exactly.
from the beginning. And,
But they
and
don't, I'm
The
telling
whole
you,
thing
people
is
change.
you
it's not like that.
have to be
Yeah,
mentally ready.
you could be in something for years. You could be with somebody for years and don't rush. You could be with somebody for months and don't rush.
But see,
Right,
during
and-
those- but see, this is the thing, during those years, you're gonna have different experiences versus
Right,
during
right.
a short amount of time. And those experiences are going to tell you the caliber of that person.
You would think.
No, it's true.
You would think.
How does he
you might
react
ain't
to
get- You
this?
ain't get a good chameleon yet. You ain't
How does
watched
he
enough
react to
TV.
that? I mean,
Right,
but that,
I watch Snack and stuff.
look, that test, you know what I'm saying? Somebody not hasn't been tested. You don't know how they're gonna react. They might fall, they might stand. You don't know.
I don't want to be testing you.
Yeah, you,
Well, you're gonna
you
be
get to,
tested
you
every
get to that
day.
point when you're a certain age, you don't feel like you want to
well,
test.
well, this is the thing, not in a relationship. I mean, not as far as cheating, but something may come along where you're gonna be tested because life tests you.
Oh,
Yeah,
true,
I get
true,
that.
true.
As a
Sometimes.
man,
But
as a woman,
But if you see you see
But as
you
you
see the
said,
test,
how do you handle it?
maybe I don't want to take that test. So I see the test. Okay, teacher, I'm out. I'm tapping out. I
I
failed
told,
this
I
test.
told my sister, I was like, you know, you be in church and they say, some people don't want to go through nothing in life. I'll be like, and that's me. But I mean, it happens.
If-
You be with somebody and you right, there are red flags. There have been stuff that we make excuses for the red flags.
Mhm.
He just in a lot of stress, not going on at work. He just lost his mind. And the thing is like you said, when you deal with something in a stressful situation, how could that person deal with that right then and there? That's how they're gonna deal with it.
That's right. That's the test.
But we tend to make excuses for it,
Yeah.
and that's why we stop.
You see, even with the choices I'm talking about, experience tells you some of those things. Sometimes you see that guy tested, damn, he had a rough day at work, he went right out drinking. And you start noticing a pattern that every time he has a little, stress, he starts drinking. Well, you might be with somebody with a drinking problem. But you,
That's
at the
right.
beginning, you don't know it because y'all haven't had a chance to have that type of stress put on.
Right.
So sometimes the experience lessens the risk of who you're with because it shows the caliber of.
Sometimes it's not that obvious with
Oh, yeah.
something as tangible as drinking. It might not be anything verbal. You might have a great relationship where you're able to talk and discuss things in the beginning and work things out.
Mhm.
It happens where things are coming together, they mesh. What happens when one of the blocks fall?
There you go.
You
That's the test.
understand?
That's the test, isn't it?
But then you talk. That's what I'm saying.
That's the
You think,
test.
But
you
see,
think that you're
some
fine.
people don't know how to have that conversation. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to open up to you and tell you what they're thinking, what they're feeling, because they are afraid. My thing, be afraid. Let's
Afraid
have
of
this-
what? Vulnerability?
Yes. Let's have this
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
I heard somebody
Let's
tell
have
me,
a
I was like, you
conversation.
need to go talk about some
That's
stuff, maybe go to counseling. I ain't interested in figuring out none of my
Right.
past demons or nothing.
My thing is this. I don't even know
You don't want
per
no
se
help.
your demons, but if you want me to know and understand you and don't want me to think that you kicking game, then you need to come straight with me and we need to have a conversation. This is why I do this and this is why this is. So I won't be sitting back thinking,
How can I
That's
stab
what
you?
Morgan was saying, that you wasn't in the camera,
So,
so that's why. he
Okay, I got
was
you, I got you.
texting. That's why I told you. Yeah,
So,
we good.
so one of the quotes I heard was,
We not back on live on
Okay.
radio
Oh,
station,
yeah, 'cause
but
we didn't
we
talk
still
about
on
it.
yeah,
YouTube.
we're gonna get right back to
We
it.
still on YouTube.
Sorry. One of the quotes was, Superman will love, I mean, Lois Lane will love Superman more when she sees Kent. You know what I mean? So sometimes we are Superman out there. We have to be a lot of times in the
But we
street.
also appreciate a man's vulnerability. I really believe that.
But to his point, it's not as easy for everyone.
some women try to use that to their advantage.
You gotta really be
Like-
comfortable with your woman to show
Exactly,
that.
exactly.
Really be
You have
comfortable
to
with it.
really be
That
comfortable.
means you gotta go through something.
Right, because
Yeah.
a lot of men are not going to do that, because as soon as I open up to you that way, if you're not the right one, then you're going to take it and use it to your advantage and try to use me to get.
We do it all the time.
Yo,
We do it all the
Joy,
time.
I was just about
All
to
the time.
say,
It's
we as
exactly what we
women
do. Vulnerable, tell
do
you
that
everything we've been through,
the
all our
time.
pain, how
And
we've
we-
been hurt, what
and
was
we
said,
take it,
and y'all say the
and we
same
pick it
thing.
up.
And y'all
We
go,
pick it
that's
up.
why, blah, 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 and you blah, 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 blah,
Yes.
blah. And you're like, oh, no, you didn't just
Yes,
do that.
that is so
The truth of
true.
the matter is, we're not the same
Open
beings.
yourself up to the
We're
right
not the same.
one.
You're
Females
talking
and males
that
aren't the
women
same
from
thing.
Mars, men from Venus.
I'm not saying that.
That
I'm
type
saying
of.
It's
that
not hard.
men are very big on their egos.
It's not hard.
They're built on
I
egos.
have a big ego.
You
You
know,
got a
If
big
you
ego?
get, if you get,
See, I
if
know.
you get your heart crushed,
Yeah, I'm about to
Put
say
Beyonce
Listen,
ego, like,
if
right?
you get
That's
your
big
heart,
egos.
I'm not saying y'all do, but don't, you're not made up on it. You'll get your heart crushed. It's way worse than you'll get your ego crushed. For us, it's just the
I think
opposite.
it's a double
No, we will
whammy
get,
for us.
we will get,
I
we
think
will-
it is both.
we'll
I
take
think
our
we
heart
get both.
crushed way more than our ego. We'll rather have our ego
When I
attacked
say
than our heart
and
crushed.
when I say that thing mess with your self-esteem, you be like,
Well,
huh?
I'm not saying that.
And we be
I'm not
like,
saying
him?
And I agree,
Are you
it's
kidding
hurtful.
me? Him?
I agree, it's hurtful. But
Like-
would a woman rather choose to have ego crushed or heart crushed?
I'll tell you
I'll
one
take
thing.
ego.
I'll
You
take
would?
ego.
I'll take ego when
I'll
it's
take
on my
ego.
heart.
I think that's something we got to put out there.
Like
I
my
don't
heart,
know.
my
Yeah,
heart was
I like
crushed
that.
because the dude that the second one decided to cheat with was a dusty, bum dusty
That's
dude.
not,
Oh,
that's
that's
not heart
the
crush.
way
right
it
there.
is.
That's ego
I'm
crush.
I'm like,
That's ego right
him?
there.
You like,
That's
him?
not heart.
This not? Are you kidding me?
See,
You
that's
should have
ego.
seen the possum that was chosen over me.
I was like,
Possum,
this
yo.
dude ain't got nothing. He's
He had
running
them
game.
eyes.
He came to me and tried to run this
She had
shit.
those
stand
eyes
with
like
me.
them eyes. No, but she wasn't, listen, but she wasn't cute with the eyes. Eyes, she wasn't
It was
cute.
just her eyes
It
that
was
was
just
just
her eyes. She was not that. I would cheat with somebody, I'd be like, damn, I understand.
No,
Yeah.
I get it.
I
I
get
see
it.
how that worked out.
I get it.
But something you like,
You got that. There's nothing I can say.
oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You got that. I see why you
Really?
I really don't want you back once you touch that.
You
But
really
see,
don't.
when-
Get
see,
the
when-
bleach.
See, with the bum dusty dude, didn't they come back? No, there's no comeback.
No,
There's no comeback.
you know that's
Sorry.
okay then.
This dude was bum dusty.
Bum dust.
Okay. And had nothing. This the bum dusty dude. I was so hurt.
Maybe he was hung like a horse.
Yeah, whatever.
And you know what? Even after a while, that don't even mean nothing.
Right.
Tact-
In
we
all
talked about tact,
honesty,
didn't we?
Oh,
Tactful,
right.
we talked about tact.
It
It wasn't tactful.
was. It was.
I'm like, this dude.
We talked about
say
this.
yes.
But
You
when
need
you
counseling.
need
They
something,
gotta go somewhere.
when you need something, you call me. Even while you was waiting, you calling me. No. You chose bum
You chose
dusty.
it.
You deal
Dusty
with
it
bum
up.
dusty.
Dusty it up.
Yeah, because you know, I can't do nothing for you.
Man.
Call bum dusty.
Oh, that's who you wanted to be
Yeah,
with,
that's who
right?
you want to be with. Call
Bum
him.
dusty.
Call him.
All right, y'all, I'm back, getting ready to go back.
Was
Live.
it enough music?
Yeah, it's a good composition.
Oh. See?
Oh,
Like,
because we're not a radio.
All right, y'all, we back on with Keeping It Real with Shell. We have our guests tonight. We have Joy, we have Tony, we have Abraham. Again, Keeping It Real with Shell on www.sadorradio.com. If you want to comment on tonight's topic, which is why do people cheat, give us a call, 215-909-6070. Again, 215-909-6070. 6070. Tonight's topic is why do people cheat?
Why y'all do that?
And we left off on Tony saying, when did it start? And I think everybody who has cheated knows when it started. Whether it was that giddy feeling that, wow, I can't wait to see you, or the touch, or
Who that?
conversation,
Or the who
or
that?
yeah, what was that? Oh, then you gradually walk your way to where they went.
How you
All
doing?
right, Tony,
Yes.
since you brought up the conversation about when did it start,
Okay.
I'm assuming
Yes.
that you asked somebody
You
that.
damn right.
Okay. So what was their response? Like, when did it start?
So,
What they said?
of course, they tried to lie. So this company that I was working for was sending me out of town to open up new stores. She happened to work for the same company, and so did the bum Dusty dude. Okay,
Tony,
so
it sounds like you still feel some way. You still
what
feel
his
some
name
way?
was?
What him name
His
was?
name was Mark. You bum Dusty bastard.
From Dusty Mark. Call him Dusty Mark.
Dusty Mark.
I'm with you. Dusty Mark.
On the mark.
So I'm in Kentucky, and my boys that work at the store call me like, "Yo, what's up with your girl? See y'all up in the corner with bum Dusty." I'm like, "Oh, it's nothing but he just a weed man. He sell weed, you know." But obviously they smoking weed and they having conversations
Laughing it
that
out.
that led to something. So I get back, "Yo, what's up with you and bum Dusty?" "Oh, I just get my weed from him." "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on this situation." You know what I mean? So I'm closing the store one night. She got off. He's coming in because he's working overnight. She's getting in the car with her girlfriend to leave. I'm standing at the door. I'm watching her in the car. She's on the telephone and she's talking. I told you before, I pay attention
To everything.
I'm
As you
watching her.
should.
To
I'm watching
everything.
her. I'm watching her lips move, and I went just like this. Bum Dusty standing right there. I look at her. I look at Bum Dusty.
And you
Oh,
like, yo,
they
they
having a
talking to you?
They
conversation.
having a conversation
Huh.
because I'm listening to his answers and I'm watching her lips. Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what we know. Okay. All right. So later on when she called me, "Yeah, what's up with you and Bum Dusty?" "Oh, nothing." Ooh, I almost
Oh,
lost
don't you
it.
hate that? When it, like you feel so disrespect,
Right.
like you really think I'm an idiot, don't you?
Right.
Like don't play with my intelligence like that.
Exactly. So this is what she tried to do, but I'm slick, so I caught her in the act.
Mhm.
You know what I
And
mean?
what at? In the act?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you
Like,
reveal some
Yeah,
cheating stuff.
you thought I had rolled out for work, you know, but I gave you a gift, gave you 2 kittens, you went around the house. So when I snuck back in, you didn't know I was in there because you
Like
thought it
this.
was the
When you
2
went-
kittens running
You
around.
can't
Yeah,
get
exactly. So
Lot of kittens in that house.
Listen, yo, we just joking. He didn't hurt the kid. He didn't hurt the
The
kid.
kittens were my friends because
Because we done had somebody called animal rights.
No.
We just joking. He
Understand.
did not
the
touch the
kittens
kitten.
were my friends because when I snuck
Oh, yeah,
back in the
the kittens.
house, you thought it was the kittens running around, boo boo, didn't you?
It was
It was
me.
me.
It was
No.
him.
It was me.
Not
So I was able to catch him.
What you do?
I knew nothing. I said,
Well, you still here, I guess.
lay
so
your
you
bum
didn't do
dusty
nothing.
ass back down and you're going to live through the day. I'm going to grab a few items and I'm out. "Oh, no, we need to talk."
You were that calm?
I had to be because I had something on me.
Oh yeah.
I just don't know how to.
So I was just like,
My
And
stomach
y'all
is sick.
live together?
yeah, I was like, which?
In your
I was like, which
Ooh.
we, there is nothing we need to talk
You
about.
know I got love.
I
Yes,
said,
yes,
"Trust-"
Ooh.
and I thought about it. I
That
thought
right
about it.
Latin
there.
blood
I thought about it.
and that Georgia
I thought
black.
God was talking
Yeah,
to
right
me.
there.
God was talking to me because he was
Bad
like,
mix.
don't even reach for it. He was
I
like,
don't
don't
know
even.
how. I don't know how.
don't
Somebody
even
would have got
reach
some
for it.
bricks and boiled water or something.
So I grabbed a couple things and
Real
she jumped up, threw a roll on. We need to talk. I was like, if you don't get your hands off me, it's gonna be a
Mhm.
problem. Let me go.
I can't argue naked either.
Let me go.
I was a
You know
clothes
what I mean?
on.
And I was like, he jumps up and said, "Dude, you know me.
Talk about this.
You know me. If I was you, I would get my ass. Ooh, excuse me. I would lay my behind back down in that bed. Lay my behind back down in that bed, and you will live through this evening."
See, she
Simple
went
as
and
that.
grabbed the roll. See, if she was really crazy, she just went on ahead and ran after him leave up all naked.
Whatever, it works. Wouldn't none of that, because I was done. Done,
Grab the rope. You can't argue with
done. And
that. Gotta
see,
have some clothes on.
but she still tried to talk to me after the fact. I was like,
Towel, something.
why are you calling me? It's nothing we need to talk about. You with Bum
That's too
Dusty.
vulnerable.
You with Bum Dusty now. Stay with him.
So did y'all ever work that relationship out? Are y'all able to be in a place, in a space that y'all can have a conversation now?
Mhm.
I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her. Last time I heard about her, she was living out in the suburbs with another dude that we worked with, because she works in a store out that
Out that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so she ain't even with that
Yeah,
dude
yeah.
that she messed with you
No,
with.
she knew what
Yeah,
Bum
he
Dusty
handled
she
that
was
really
around.
well with
That's
Ted.
smart. Mm.
Yeah.
And cool.
Now, if you were to see her,
Maturity.
could you speak to her? Do you feel that, I don't know how many years ago it happened or
Mhm.
months or whatever, but to still let her have that much hold on you in the sense of like an emotional where you can't speak to her, do you feel you're
No,
still
no,
in
no,
that
no.
space?
If I saw her now, I would more like be like, hey, how you doing? Blah blah blah. You know. what's
I even
going-
get high. Well, I don't
Right.
really care how you do it. I ain't gonna ask
No,
you
because
hi.
hopefully,
And I ain't stopping to talk.
hopefully, I got my Don piece on my arm, because we'll be like, hey, how you doing? Because I'm doing quite well.
That's the best revenge.
Quite well.
Right.
Is
That's
it?
the best
Quite
revenge.
well. Yes.
To be already doing well and be over somebody.
Yup.
I mean, I get that to being well, but not necessarily the person for them to see you with another person. You know what I mean? Like I could be
Well,
well on
even-
my
you know,
It's not
own.
about
Even
them
if I
seeing
didn't
you.
see,
It's about the way
if I
you
wasn't
feel.
there, it would be like, you know,
It's
how
about
you
the way
doing?
you feel.
I'm
About the
still-
way you
I'm
feel.
doing
Okay.
good.
Right.
I'm good.
Mhm.
That would just be a bonus.
I hope you are.
just
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
icing on the cake.
It would be.
I'm good.
Mhm.
You winning.
Winning.
Yeah, I'm
And
winning.
it's,
I'm
it's
winning.
always
where it
great
go.
when, when that happens, you like so messed up. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yeah.
Your hair is everywhere.
Yeah. You down for a
I'm a
minute.
crackhead because I lose all my weight. I can't
I don't
eat.
eat. I ain't
So
gonna. I
the
don't
next
eat.
time you see me, I'm like, hi, how are you?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
haven't
oh, I
seen
look
her,
good.
I've
You ain't
I've
seen
run
me
into
on
her
Instagram.
sons, and I've been able to have a conversation with her sons, like, hey, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. How's mom? They be like, she's good. Okay, cool. You know what I mean? So I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right before, well, while we were doing a break, A-Rod brought up a fantastic point about what happens or what is attacked when someone cheats on you. Is it your heart or is it your ego? Is it your pride? What would you rather have? I mean, for men, you said that it was more so you would prefer your ego to be bruised more so than your heart.
No. I'd rather my heart be bruised than my ego.
Really?
Definitely.
Kill me now.
Yes. Because I'd rather my ego get attacked. I'd rather my ego to get attacked than my heart.
Dude,
Sure.
My
I'd rather
ego,
have my-
I mean, not saying you can't build your heart back up, but when your heart is crushed, that feel like 1,000 feet and
I'm
you just stomping on it and
I'd be
like, oh my
die,
God,
die,
yes.
die, you should
You be
die.
like, I just be walking like
They
I'm a
look at me like,
zombie,
you want
like
me dead? I'm like, absolutely.
So y'all would rather your hearts? be
No, I'd
crushed?
rather
My ego.
Your ego.
I could probably build
my
that.
ego.
go
I
buy
can
some
build
shoes
both
and
of them
build that.
back, but my ego I could build back a whole lot quicker. As soon as somebody give you some attention, the ego start to build right there.
I still got it.
So have the
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
The
The heart. Oh God.
The heart is like,
The heart. I don't know.
That puts you in a dark place.
The heart puts you in a dark place. It really does.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
So
even when somebody compliments you or thinks you're pretty or said, "Oh God, you're so beautiful," they giving you the attention.
I am.
Your heart don't accept that.
You like,
Mhm.
It don't. But the ego.
Yeah.
Well, to my point then, y'all would rather your hearts be intact.
Yeah.
Correct. Protect my
Now, see,
heart.
for us, it's a little different. For men, it's a little different. For us, it's our ego. We
really?
recognize love differently.
So you would rather have your heart crushed
I
than
would
your
rather have
ego?
my ego crushed.
That's my dog. I know. Not that one.
The heart is hard
Not
to
that. Not
recover
that.
from.
Not that
Well,
cookie right there.
I mean, I'm not I hate he feels how he feels. But when we talking about the situation, we made a lot of references to who this dude was and who wasn't. That's an ego.
But because you know what I found out?
Because his heart.
Even I cared about her, I wasn't in love with her.
Bam.
Okay. So
Ooh.
there was only an ego thing, it was not.
Right, and I didn't realize that till years later. I cared about her a lot. I loved her. I wasn't in love.
But when your heart got crushed,
When my heart got crushed, I was in love.
you're pulling back from that. That was hard.
So,
Let me, go ahead, and then I have a question.
now go ahead.
How do you know you're in love?
Okay, how I know I'm in love?
And what's the difference between I love you and being in love with you?
Great question. Great question,
Okay.
Charles.
Because I can sit here right now and say to you, I love you.
I know. Thank you, Lena.
You should.
And
You should.
I can do it in a way to make you feel it. And you would believe it.
Wait a minute.
That you love
you
me
love
or
me
you
or
in love
No,
with
no, no,
me?
that I love
Because I'm
you.
taking that.
Damn, we just said no. You like
No, no,
I
no.
make you believe it. Like what you?
When I was a player, I was a player.
Wait, we just
I'm
said
just-
make
listen
me
to
believe
me.
in love or love.
Listen to what I'm saying. Okay, there is a difference.
I know it's a
Okay.
difference, but my question
When
is,
when
what
I'm- when
is the
I'm in
difference?
love, when I'm in love with you, you want to know it because I'm all in. There's nothing I'm not going to do for you. There's no limitations whatsoever. I'm all in. I'm going to show you every single day, every hour of that day that I am in love with you. I know you don't have to tell me what your needs are because I already know because I've studied you enough to know. And I'm gonna meet those needs every single day.
You
I
agree
got
with
you.
that?
I do, I just want to add on to, I think that, I think it's a choice.
A
Being in
choice
love-
of being in love?
Oh, yeah, definitely. To be in love with someone is a choice. And this is the
How
reason
do-
why.
Okay, go ahead.
I love my son. Nothing I wouldn't do for him. I would die for him.
Mhm.
That's loving somebody. When my dog was around, I loved my dog. I really did love it though. Yeah.
You said,
Oh, I
Real
get
talk.
it. I get it.
But I didn't choose to be in love with that dog or choose to be in love with my son. But when I pick somebody and I choose to give them that part of me, when I'm choosing to give them that love, I'm choosing to be all in, as he
But
said.
I can love you and not be in love with you, just like I could have been in love with you and fall out of love with you, but still love you.
Exactly.
You see what I'm
So
saying?
that's
So
how do you now? This is the thing. You're choosing to be in love and not be in love.
I'm choosing to fall out.
No,
of love?
but it's some
I
people
don't think
that
that's a choice.
have been
No.
in love
I don't think
with you.
falling out of love is a choice.
So if you feel like you love somebody and then you fall out of love with them,
I think it's
How does that happen?
circumstances that are developing or that are occurring or have occurred that now puts weight and pressure on the relationship and starts making you
Question.
question the relationship and makes you start to fall out of love. But I don't think it's an intentional thought. I don't think you go in and say, yo, you know what? I don't be in love no more. I don't think that's intentional.
Well, what
I
about-
think
I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. I don't think it's intentional. I think that, like I said, circumstances.
Okay,
And you
so
find your place not being in love. You
even
find yourself
with
there.
those circumstances, if something happens to manifest that you feel as though, I don't like this person right now. You know what I mean? I'm still in love with you. I just don't like you. Or I don't like what you're doing.
Correct.
Okay. But if I'm in love with you, I'm in love with you. I like you. You know what I mean? If I love you, yeah, I can take you or leave you.
Correct.
So have you ever been in a situation that you tried to be in love with somebody and it just wasn't there?
Yes.
Okay, then
No,
that's
I've
not a choice.
I've
No.
never
no.
done that.
Yes, it is.
No.
Because it's like.
And it's-
But why are
Because-
you
because-
choosing
If
to
it's
be in
not
love
there,
with
what if it's just
something?
not there?
Because it's not there, and then you
Somebody
find
that's
yourself
not there. Why
being.
would you choose that?
Why would you?
Because you feel that strong feeling. You feel that attachment, that love feeling for that person.
But
Now,
After
It
that,
could
I
be-
got a question after
Okay.
that, but go ahead.
it could be somebody that you're with, right?
Mhm.
So you're trying to build that up. Did you automatically start out loving them?
No, it's
From the
that whole
beginning?
lust thing we were
Do you
talking
see my
about
face?
initially.
I know.
because I'm
with
thinking
you.
about somebody that I
So
was
now-
not
so
in
that-
love with.
Or let's say the
I
relationship.
did try.
Let's say the relationship had all kinds of challenges, right? And you said, man, this relationship ain't working. You might still love the person. You might still have love for the person, but you understand that we can't be together. We can't live together, do these type of things. But I still love you.
can't make myself fall in love with somebody. If that thing is not there, that is
That
pulling me
feeling.
in, I can't make it be there. I tried. And it's like, don't touch me.
Well, what you're explaining is love or not love.
No, I'm talking, no, I
In
love
love.
and care for them.
I love
I'm talking
you,
about in
but
love.
I'm not in
Okay,
love.
so
I don't
you
have
love
that.
them.
You're my air. You understand? You're my heartbeat. That's in love. Love is, I care about you. I don't want nothing to happen to you. I love
So
you.
the
You
person-
need some help.
So the person you love, you couldn't get to or fall in love with.
And I knew that they were in love with me. I tried. I mean,
Let me ask this question, y'all. Hey, Rod, how do you know you're in love?
Me, I know because I'm choosing.
You
that-
choose it.
That's this. The
I
way
mean,
it's
is it a
I'm
feeling?
choosing. Well,
Like, is it like I get giddy, or I just see them calling? It's like, oh my
it
God,
starts
it's
out
that.
that way. No, it,
You
it
know,
starts out that
how
way.
do I
That's
know?
a
When you start to have strong feelings for someone, right? You meet them, you have these feelings like we talked about earlier. You decide that, okay, I'm single, you're single, we're gonna try to make this thing work. We're in a relationship. Let's start going down this path together. Y'all become teammates. Let's start doing everything together, right? Then at some point in time, you start to build a love for this person. You start to care about that person to the point
And
where you
what
love them.
feelings are going on within you, feelings or
Yes.
thoughts
Mhm.
that make you say, yo, I'm in love with that person? What are you feeling?
Because I'm now relinquishing all doubt and all
Possibilities of other people.
Well, that already started. It already started when I started caring about that person. So when I started caring about him, I've already done that. But I still not ready to hit that ground yet, as we talk.
I'm
about.
still not in
Right.
love, but I'm ready to relinquish meeting other people, starting to eliminate other people
Well,
because I want to see where this thing can go. That's how you know
when I
that
started
you're
out, it starts out for me that way.
okay.
So I'm saying, you know, I want this to be my person that we're gonna start building, right?
Okay.
And me and her start building, and I start caring about it more and more each time. So now we're in love, right? We're in love.
This sound like a business plan.
But isn't it?
No.
No love, not business.
Being
A
in
relationship.
love is involuntary. It's euphoria. It's I can't breathe. I can't live. I can live because Jesus is my life. But I'm just
Exactly.
saying, it feels like
I
this
can't.
is my heart. This is my home. This is where my heart lives. Being in love with somebody is like, I really can't see myself with somebody else. All right. Being in love to me is
I can't
involuntary.
imagine
I
them
can't
not being
imagine.
in my life.
Even when suppose something does happen like cheating, I think that's what make people say. I don't think it's just because we got vows. You understand? I don't
I
think
just
it's
can't imagine.
I
this
can't
person not being
imagine
here.
in their crush. I'm in love with this person.
And not to
I
mention,
want to let go, and I know maybe I should, but I'm not strong enough. I can't.
that might
in
be
love.
my best friend.
Okay.
Despite anything
That
else,
is
that might be my best friend.
Involuntary reactions. You understand? It's an involuntary reaction. It's
You
like
just find yourself
you
there.
just you don't even want to be like. Sometimes you don't even want to be there, and you're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to,
But you did.
but I'm here.
So earlier we talked about falling back and being caught by someone, right?
Oh, that
We
must
talk-
have been when I was in it.
Well, you were here.
You were here. You said it. We never said we said we
And-
fall back and we go back.
and
Oh,
part of that-
Oh yeah, I was there.
Part of that falling back and putting your hands back is the hesitation
Because I've been,
because of your
I
experience.
done dropped
Right.
before.
I've been
Your
hurt.
past
Yes.
experience. Right. So now you meet this person that you are so in love with, right?
I
You're
believe
100%
I've
in
been.
love with. There is no hesitation at that point. There is no, there's not.
It is. You have to get to that point,
You-
like you
you
said,
are
for
so
your business
in love with
plan.
this person, you can't breathe
No,
without
but
them.
that
You
word
could
is-
fall and you are like,
Listen.
I will take
Ah.
that chance with
Say that
you.
again. Ah.
I will take that. What you're saying is, I will take that chance with you.
You are saying I'll take that.
100%, no hesitation, unlimited.
Nope,
This
there's
Tony.
hesitation at
Yes.
first. You
Well,
scared.
at first, when you in love, you have hesitation.
Absolutely.
But when you choose to say no, I'm done. You're getting all of me, period. I'm going to
All right,
take
and I-
that chance with you. That's when you decide.
Let me
to be in
hear
love with
from
that person.
Tony, y'all. How do you know, Tony, when you're in love?
How do you know, Ralph?
How do you know?
When I can't,
Don't need a man that'll give you money.
when I can't, when I can't do without you, when I cannot go throughout my day without hearing your voice, communication with you. I don't care how subtle it is. It could be just a simple text, but it has to be something. There has to be some type of
Communication, some kind of
communication,
connection.
Some kind of connection.
to let you know that I'm thinking about you, to let me know that you're thinking about me, whatever. So I can't, it cannot be a gap, or it can't be a day where we don't communicate, touch bases some type of way at all. Because for me, it's 24.
7.
It's 24?
Hmm?
24 what?
7.
It's
24
24.
what?
It's
7.
It's
You gotta say it.
24. It's
Seven.
continuing with it. It ain't even 7.
It is. It's
No,
7.
because it's 7 days in a week. I'm not dealing with 7 days a week. I'm dealing with eternity.
So you telling me that once you in love, you never fall out of love? So everybody that you were in love with still get that?
And you did not hear what I said a few minutes ago? I said, for the first time, I realized I was in love. I loved other people. There's a difference. I am in love.
No, but if you say that you're in love is 24 and not 7 per se, and you say it's for eternity, then that means it's forever. And my point is that if it is forever, you're being in love.
Mhm.
When you've never been in love before?
Nope, not until this time.
Not until this current thing.
Mhm.
And that's why you're able to say
Exactly.
an eternity.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Shells.
I knew you was going there. That's why I was watching.
You know I was coming for
All
you,
right.
Ma.
How do Shell know if she is in love? I can piggyback off of Tony with the whole I want to hear your voice. I want to have some kind of connection, some kind of communication with you throughout the day. It's all about connection for me. It's all about
Exactly.
connection. It's all about energy.
Mhm.
And not saying that we won't have our down times and our moments and things and such,
Exactly.
but still, when we do connect, it's so meaningful.
Mhm.
You know, well, babe, you know what? I'm having a bad day. And I may have a bad day too, but I hear that your day was way worse than mine, then my day I'll put to the side. You don't even need to hear about my day because right now it's all about you.
Right.
You know, I think it's for me when I tolerate more than I would from the average.
Mhm.
I start to bend more, where I compromise more.
Right.
When I probably would have kicked you to the curb long time ago.
Mhm. Yeah. You see certain
And
things.
that's what I was
feel
going to
certain
ask you
things,
because
but you still roll with it.
But you
because
still, you know, you don't like what you see
Right.
because you ain't gonna
This
get
is good.
everything,
Right.
but it's
This is
enough
good.
for you to
It's
say,
enough.
I still am
Right.
willing to be here.
Exactly.
so how do you tell the difference between like
Well, before you ask the
Oh.
question, how do you know when you in love?
Mm.
Get ready to try to get out of that.
Yeah.
That was
She was-
good.
she was-
Yeah,
I wanna-
yeah,
can
turn.
but can I just
Say the best
can
for
I
last.
just piggyback off you for a little
Go on,
bit?
piggyback.
All right, so want to hear somebody's voice, you know, that could be that euphoria in the beginning, and then I'm the kind of person now you start to say something stupid, and then I go, I don't like you as much as I thought I did.
Mhm.
like me, I'm like real like,
Mhm.
yeah, not no more as much. Like that's me. Like I've always been like that. Oh my God, he's amazing. I like him. He's so cool. And I think he is irritating.
Like him.
Like he's just stupid. That's the way. Why you looking like that?
Go
Not
ahead.
you. Not you, Tom.
Go ahead.
Okay. To me, like, let me see. I thought about that too. Was I ever really in love? And I wondered, like, the guys that I was with, could I have stayed with them? You know what I mean? Like, if something didn't happen, because I was married twice
Yeah.
before.
And
So I'm like, could I have stayed with them? I don't know. That first one, I was trying to get out quick. He was like, I'm leaving. I was like, you know, you don't have to. I'm out. I was like, well, I tried. You ain't fight. And I am so serious about that one. I was like, I don't want to be here. And they kept telling me, well, this is what happens in a marriage. And, you know, I was in the church and I was saved. And they was like, you can't tell him to get out. I was in the tub throwing a whole tantrum. Water was everywhere. I'm like, Listen, Lord, this is not fair. I told him to leave. He was acting like a butt. I'm not asking him to come back here. So, I mean, I had a whole fit. Like, no, I couldn't stay with him. When you start looking at somebody and they ain't got their clothes on, and you go, like this, ew. Then I don't think you're in love with them anymore. And I was never in love with him. For me to be in love,
Let me ask this question. Are you in love now?
I am in love now.
How do you know?
I swear when I got with him, it was like breathing. I never had been in nothing so easy in my life. I had, when they said that you gotta work at something and you gotta work at love, maybe later on down the line, I swear it was like breathing. It was nothing. It's like we came together and I had just came out with something. I'm the kind of person, I'm not gonna punish you for what he did.
Right.
That's a whole different person. I've always been able to separate. I'm gonna watch myself, I'm gonna watch for signs, but I'm not gonna blame you for what he did. He's an idiot. So I didn't let that get in my way. And I was dating other guys. He just was doing so much, and he just seemed like he was just like so drawn to me. And it was like the more he did for me, like I was like pushing back. I was like, this is not a good time. I don't think this is good, because I think that if you in a crazy place, you shouldn't pull somebody in with you. You ain't stable. If you're not stable, like be honest, it's not a good time right now for me. And I don't think this is where you might want to be, because I'm not feeling stable. I'm still a little confused or whatever. And gradually, it was like a really, really crazy time, because the guy, the guy was trying to break up the new thing. So he lied on me. And I did think that I still cared about him and I still loved him. So I kind of let him infiltrate stuff, because me and my current husband was so honest. Like they knew. And I was pushing him, you coming back, you coming, I'm never coming back. Stop saying you're never coming back. I'm never coming back. So he would do stuff for me and the kids and stuff. And one day, let him come in, fix stuff in the refrigerator, watch my kids. So I was still in contact with his family and his mom. So it was a big fight, because he was mad that I was seeing somebody else. This really blew my mind. This man showed up at my door. I don't know what you're doing here, because she's seeing me too. He wasn't describing me.
Oh.
I'm not that type of person. He was describing himself. He was mixing the truth in with lies to make it believable. I knew it was in the refrigerator. I was just here. Just watch the kids. I was at work. Wasn't even there. So he would do stuff like that. So when he knocked on the door and said, she playing us both, she dating us both, I'm not dating you. He left. He sat outside all night waiting for my husband to leave. My husband did it like this. I'm not going nowhere. Ooh. He was like, I'm not going nowhere. He said, I'll get all night if you want. I'm not going anywhere. Only reason he left is because he was bored. And nothing happened. It wasn't nothing physical between us or whatever. And we talked about it. And then the next day I had to do something with his mom. And it was a huge fight. And when I tell you that you don't see a part of somebody, and one of his women was like, he's violent. I said, I don't know the person. He's never been like that with you till that day. Picked me up, slammed me down. I had a mattress on the floor right there, but still. So it's freezing out. These are the things that made me call me. And we had a big argument, and he got my phone and was calling my husband and saying my current husband, and he's saying stuff to him, and I was like, you're lying. I'm trying to get my phone out of his hand. He bit me. And I jumped out the car, and another couple seen the cops, and they called the cops on me. And he said, scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is my fiance, I just called her cheating. With a straight face. I said, oh my God, that's the scariest thing I ever seen. He would kill me, hide the body, and pass the lie detector test. That's the kind of stuff that I think about.
Yeah,
Let me
be
out
able to
there.
do it so easily.
It was like click on, click off. I was like, I'm blanking. So he leaves. Get in the car. So I'm not getting in that car. So he speeds off. I'm out there with a little jacket on like this. It's like 20 below. I'm like this. I got my phone. I call my current husband, he comes back, he came back. So something like that meant something to me. And
You
he
felt
just,
safe with
I
him,
felt safe with,
protected.
that's what we want. To feel
That's how
safe.
you know that you're in
You
love,
feel
because you
protected.
feel safe,
Yep.
you feel protected, you
Mhm.
feel respected.
Yep. And we've been together 14 years now.
What do you think about, they say that if you can define love or being in love with someone, then there's conditions that you're putting on, because you can give a reason why. So if I say I love you, I'm in love with you because I feel safe with you. The moment I stop feeling safe with you,
Am I
I'm
gonna
in
fall
love
out
with
of
you
love?
anymore. So by definition, and I'm not saying it, I'm not saying anything that you're wrong,
Mhm.
because it's a feeling, you know. But
Yeah.
by definition,
It's a condition.
once you define why you are in love with someone, you then put a condition on it. A definition.
But I think as humans, we do love conditionally. I think that only God can love unconditionally. I don't think that the only people we may love unconditionally are our kids. Because they can get in trouble. They, you know,
Show they behind.
show they behind. We gonna bail them
Won't
out.
be
Gonna,
there.
even if they're wrong, we might go, we know they wrong. We know, but this is my child.
So what allows you to love your child unconditionally, but not another person?
That baby was in me. I don't, you
And
know.
that's a choice.
So
Yeah.
if you,
That is a choice.
isn't it all the truth? So if you, let's say you foster
You
the
done
child.
told me sitting there doing all.
Let's say you foster the
Innocent.
child from a baby. You didn't birth the baby.
I don't know
But
if I
you
got
can,
that
you
connection.
can, well, you birthed from a baby to an adult. You cared, nurtured, and did all these things that mothers do.
Right.
Now, do you then not love that child unconditionally?
I think that you love.
I
them.
think I
you
still love
them.
you,
Yeah.
But
Still
this
love
is
you.
where I say I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And I can end that relationship at any given moment. I can't end my relationship with my child. So that is what makes the unconditional aspect
Mhm.
so much greater with the child. I can't get rid of my child, even if I wanted to. I could say it all day in my mind, but I might look at my body and be like, "There's no stretch on this one, child." Like it's still things that are there to remind me that
Soon as
I
they
have
give you
this
their
child.
butt, the kids-
Isn't that the only way
Exactly.
to put a
But if
person-
I'm in a relationship with you, if I'm in a relationship with you, at any given moment, I can make that choice to end it and have nothing to remember you by except for my memories. Um, it's not, we don't have a house
Self-preservation.
together, or even if we did, I can get a new house, I can get a new apartment and start all over again.
Self-preservation.
But with my child, I don't have that. That's my child. I can't go away. They can't go away till God forbid one of us leave this earth. That's the only time. And even if
Even if
they
decide
left
they don't
before
wanna
me,
speak to you.
yes,
whatever,
they don't
it
want to speak
matter.
to
Your
you,
brain
that is
born.
still my child. That's my baby. I don't care how old you get, how grown you get, how
I'm
disrespectful
still,
you get.
yeah,
You're still my baby.
child.
And I cannot get rid of you, even if I'm like, well,
I can't sell you on eBay. People just saying I can
All
trade
right.
you in for the better.
in a relationship that I so choose to be in, I have that control. I have that ability to say, I'm done. I can walk away from any given
No
situation
matter
if
how
I
bad it
want to.
hurt.
No matter how bad it may hurt, no matter how long we've been together, I have the right to walk away.
So you can be in
And I
love with
think-
someone.
No,
and
I
then
don't
walk
think
away
you're
from it.
in love. I think that's why I said you start to fall out of love. And it makes it so much easier to walk away. So
You
as
don't
far
have
as
the same
unconditional, where's the no? It's conditional because that's my choice and I'm walking away from it. The conditions changed. I no longer want to be with it. I still love you. Don't get me wrong. If I was to walk past you, you needed a quarter, I'd probably give you $1. But I'm not in love with you. My unconditional love is no longer that. If I thought it was, it's now I just love you and I care about you. I ain't gonna do no ill will to you. I ain't gonna wish ill will. And we good. You go your way, I go my way. But there is no unconditional love, I think, in
being
this.
in love.
Check.
Agape
So
love.
let's talk about the progression, right?
Mhm.
You start off with the love and get to a point of being in love with someone at some point in time,
Mhm.
right? How does that transition happen? Because we talked about how you can fall out of love just now, But now
Oh,
how do you build
how do I
up to
get
say,
in love?
to say,
That's what you
okay, yeah, because you said I was in love and
And
things
I fell
happened.
out.
and
I
so was.
think,
But
well, I
now,
can only,
how does it reverse that? How do you?
how
get
do
to
I
that?
get to that place where I feel, oh my gosh, I'm in love?
Yeah, I'm in love.
I think I mean, that varies based on the individual. I think it's what that person shows you, how they treat you,
What they bring out of you.
how they bring out of you. Do they listen to you? You know how you said earlier, Tony, that I can pay attention to you and know what you want without you even telling me.
Mhm.
Do you care enough to pay attention to me like that? See, that to me is deep because you are able to tune into me and I don't even need to say anything.
Exactly.
Like, what?
Right.
Oh, that.
So
Okay.
if we having a conversation and I say to you, well, most guys say, well, what's your favorite color? What's this? What's that? I don't have to. Because
Because you can
I'm
pay
watching
attention.
I'm
You
paying
see,
attention.
all
I'll be
right,
like,
she always wearing this.
you always got this. That's your favorite color?
That's what makes you a good gift giver.
Or go buy the gift with the color, give it, and be like, oh my God, how do you know that was my favorite color?
Mhm.
Because you're watching enough and you're paying
Exactly.
attention enough.
Mhm.
You can hear in my voice, yo, something ain't right today. Baby, what's wrong? How you know something wrong?
And
Because
some,
I can hear it. I'm so,
Or I can tell by your text.
and it's, and again, I go back to, it's the energy.
Mhm.
It's energy that we as people exude. And sometimes your energy is much stronger with other people, whether it be a man or a woman. That's just the reality of it, not saying that anybody is,
Mhm.
you know, on that other lifestyle,
Right.
but it's energy that we all pass through each other.
Mhm.
And it's a connection that you may feel for the individual.
Right.
And you just like, you know what? This person is really showing me, or in my mind at the time, I believe, because we can go back to sheep's clothing and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
But I believe initially it's the energy that they're giving you, the attention that they're giving you, the and not just BS attention.
right.
Right.
Not just because
Not
anybody could just,
superficial.
anybody can give you attention.
Mhm.
You know you
Yeah.
can stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But
and
when
then-
I get to the point where it's just like, yo, you know what? I'm noticing her jewelry. I'm noticing her toes done. I'm noticing this. I'm noticing that. That is really now becoming extremely detailed.
Mhm.
And I think that is what means more when you start to be like, yo, this person really is paying attention.
Yeah.
They really care, or they really say, yo, you know what? You getting on my last nerve. I'm ready to curse you out. But
Mhm.
you know what, baby? I ain't gonna do
Yeah,
that.
you like I said,
You know,
should-
you know how to just,
you should know your person.
you got to know
You know
your
what I mean?
person.
Like for instance, if when person I was with, I was able to be like, oh, you're 7.5. She's like, are you kidding me? No, I'm not. You're 7.5. And she was like, absolutely right.
I think for me, that is how it builds.
So-
That is how it builds.
So at that point where it transitions from, you getting this attention and attention to details, especially the whole time,
Mhm,
because that's what that person's about, is into you that much.
mhm.
When does it transition from love to being in love?
I don't know, bro.
And it's probably,
I don't know anymore.
well, I mean, I guess that's my question.
I just don't know.
I thought
It just
I knew.
happens, like one day you just
No, I
wake up
just
and
don't-
say, you
I
know
thought
what?
I knew.
I was
I
gonna
think
say,
One
yeah,
day I just wake up and say, you know what?
I'm feeling a little bit
I'm-
more.
In love with this dude, and something has to change where I'm willing to do more, or be more, give
Let's
more.
try this.
Or,
That's where your
or
choice
what?
I
is.
think that is
I
where
think
the
that's
choice
where
is,
your
where you
choice
say, you
is.
know what?
oh yeah.
I'm not
choose to.
interested
Well,
in
okay.
meeting anyone else. I'm not interested in entertaining anyone else that is currently in the picture. That I am, yo, for you, I'm willing to say, heck with everybody else. And I think that is the point where you just realize, like, yo,
Yeah, it's nobody
Do
but
you
you.
do
It's
like
somebody with
like
you.
you said, if they bring out something in you where you want to compromise more, you're happier, you can find yourself being more honest, like
Mhm.
say who you are, what you want.
Right.
You're more,
Mhm.
more
Okay.
experimental.
You're
There go
trusting.
your cool.
You start realizing I can trust you more.
There you
Be
go.
more
Yeah.
experimental.
Yeah, you don't want to hide who you are.
You don't want to
wanna
hide
be
who you
open
are. You try new
Right.
about
things.
everything
Yeah.
because you want that person to trust
You want, and you want to,
It's
you
the
want
trust.
them,
Right.
that trust to
Right.
open up.
Instead of Superman all the time.
I seen, I was watching the joint on Netflix, where Renee Zellweger, she's a good actress, they did good. They said, it's called What If on Netflix.
Mhm.
And, pain to mess you up, to make you powerful,
Mm,
you know what I mean? But
Mm.
powerful in all the wrong ways, but you still vulnerable.
mhm.
She said the worst thing you could do is give a person trust because you give them the power to destroy you.
Mhm.
Yeah. So true.
That is the truth.
So true.
I'm your
So
t-shirt.
true.
Hey,
Mhm.
what's it gonna say,
It's
yo?
going to say to trust someone is to give them the power to destroy you.
Yeah.
Because when you trust someone,
Mhm.
even Jesus said, they said, where you get those wounds? He said, at my friend's house. It's never your enemy that you let get close enough to hurt you. You don't like them.
Yeah.
You
It's the
understand? You
people
always
that you
watch
trust.
them.
Yeah.
But it's if you ever notice, like, I watch that too. I watch the ID channel, and I think it's the scariest thing for somebody to pretend that they love you
And,
or your friend. That's how they get murdered.
Right.
Now, and I watch that show Fatal Attraction that come on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the
yeah, that is-
I trust no one.
that
Trust
is deep.
No.
All right,
we can't.
they
No,
be
no.
acting. You want us to go where?
I'm good. And
No.
you know, it ain't even gotta be a lot of trust.
It's a
You
big
know,
deal.
my best friend killed me. Use a group of y'all. Girl, meet us down here. We getting ready to go to this
Yeah.
party. You murdered in an hour because you trusted that you were going out with some friends. It's that deep.
And it's so easy.
So
It's
Yo,
very
come
easy.
come to my house.
Because you
Oh,
so
okay,
good-
I'm having a party at my
yeah.
house. You show
So
up.
outside.
Where everybody
Waiting for
else
you
at?
outside to take you to work.
Yeah, yeah. And you get in the
And you
car.
get in the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
You get in the
real.
car.
That's real.
I
So
didn't say
all
real.
it takes is a little bit of
A little
trust,
bit of trust.
Oh,
and your whole life
can
can
change.
change.
Oh, yeah.
Whole life can change.
Mhm.
But with pain from being hurt in past relationships and so forth and so on, and we only got a few more minutes, y'all. Again, you're listening to Keeping It Real with Shell on www.sadorradio.com. When there is so much pain built up from past relationships and hurt and things as such, do you think people can honestly love again like that?
Pain changes you.
I think that's what it takes sometimes. I think it takes for you to go through a process so you can recognize when you meet somebody that's worthy of your love. If you haven't been through anything, you might fall for anything.
So you trust the wrong one for the last time and they destroy you and it can change you for life.
What's the risk? You don't trust them, you won't never love them.
But see that, and that's
But
what
it
I'm
could be
saying.
worth it.
Can you
How is that ever
honestly,
worth it?
It could be worth
can
it.
you
Never
honestly
love
come
again?
back to that place where you can
You
trust
don't have to
again,
be in love,
or
just love
Yes,
because it's a choice,
you
right?
Love
Yeah,
can
we there.
love can cause you so much pain.
No, it's not the love. Love doesn't hurt. It's not the love that
That's right.
causes the pain. Be specific. Love does not hurt. Deceit hurts. Selfishness hurts. Not love. Because when you love someone, you will not hurt them.
you will protect
You
them.
will protect them.
You
Okay,
will.
So the deceit of love
The dishonesty.
The
hurts.
dishonesty. Love
can
ain't
cause you a
dishonest.
lot of pain.
It's the person. I'm telling you, love is perfect in its own right. If you love somebody, think about it. If you love them, you're not going to deliberately hurt them. We make mistakes, but you correct those mistakes. You understand? It's one thing. I remember somebody said to me, all right, I made a mistake. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you. I love you. Okay, you can accept that. When somebody deliberately, you watch them deliberately do something to you,
Mhm.
you hurt me on
That's that
purpose.
disrespect.
You hurt me on purpose and said I deserved it.
Julius,
No,
you
no,
should
no,
sit
no,
down.
well,
You should sit down.
No, that's Tony. He my friend.
No,
I'm back.
no.
Come back. You should
Love-
sit down.
love-
He didn't really hurt you.
It's not you.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Love can hurt you if it wants to help you.
at the tree.
Wait,
hurts.
let Tony explain that for
I didn't hear- I
himself.
didn't
I
hear.
heard him. I
I
feel
didn't hear.
you.
I didn't
Go ahead.
hear.
Say that.
Explain.
Love can hurt you if it wants to help you.
Okay, explain that for our listeners. I think I get what you're
Mhm.
saying.
Okay, if love sees something in you or wants to bring something out of you, love will remove itself, causing you the pain of them removing themselves so that you can find
You
yourself.
can grow.
You make me sick.
Okay. I like that.
All that you just did.
I like
I
that.
know,
you
I
shut
know.
it down.
That's his self-experience, but
I
I'm
like
glad you learned that. That's very enlightening. You grew. I'm so proud of you. Like 6 feet now. Potatoes can grow tall. That's
Whatever.
amazing.
I like that.
I like that.
Yeah,
And
that's
sometimes it's
beautiful.
necessary.
I like
It-
that.
it
Oh, it's
is.
necessary.
And you made that statement from personal.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. 'Cause
How long
that's-
did it take you to get to that
Too
place?
long. What? It was
Well,
a long
nobody's scared to
time.
go.
How long was
It
it?
was a long
might not
time.
ever-
was it?
Oh my God, I was scared.
It might, I mean, it
You
still
might
might be an
always make it.
ongoing
It was
process.
a year and a half.
That's a long time to be in pain.
Okay.
Is it?
A year and a half in constant pain. That's a rough time.
But it was almost like I was in a cocoon. It was almost like I was in a cocoon and I was changing.
What made you come out of the cocoon?
Wow. Go ahead, answer the question. What made me come out?
Because he had to look at himself.
In the mirror.
He had to look at himself and
Okay.
he had to see where his mistakes was and how to get here. Because you know when you're in pain, you tend to blame out.
Blame everyone else. And
You
once I
understand?
got finished doing the blame game, started looking at myself because I had turned on everything. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to hear nothing from God, none of that. But at the same time, he was still talking to me, which I didn't know because I was listening to Spanish music. I had no idea what I was listening to, but it was gospel. So he was still listening to me. And I'm walking around learning all the words and I'm singing.
Mhm.
Oh, what's wrong with him? Dude, put on some headphones.
Yeah.
And I was blasting.
And he would be like, I said, "Oh, you make me sick. You know this."
Yeah, I knew all
But
the
it was,
words.
it was, it
Like
was.
I
a
learned
rough
them
time.
like nothing. Nothing.
Wow.
And because I was like, I'm not listening to none of my gospel music. I'm done. Don't talk to me about God. I'm done because how could he do this to me?
And he's still talking
And
to
he was
you.
still talking to me because I downloaded all these Spanish gospel songs. I had no idea.
And
it was
no
gospel.
clue.
And there's your
No clue.
unconditional love.
No clue.
God.
And
Even when you
I'm
don't want
listening
it.
to him blasting, coming into work. She's like, "What are you listening to?" Spanish. And I listened to it all day, every day. I still
All
listen
day,
to him.
every day.
Still listen to him.
But
and
you
it
know
brought
when you
me
hurt
back
like that,
around.
I couldn't listen to any music. I could
Exactly.
barely watch TV. I couldn't watch
Yes,
TV.
because everything
Right.
kind of reminded you
Woo!
of
Only thing I could
what
listen
you've
to
been
is
through.
angry
Yeah.
music.
And I didn't
bust
want,
the window.
yeah, I didn't want to listen
Hey,
to
you know?
any R&B music. At
Yeah,
all.
no
All the
love
angry
songs,
music I
none of
listen
that.
Yeah.
I
none
don't
of
want
it.
to hear it. I don't want to talk about no peace.
Yeah.
I want to talk about reconciliation. I don't want to talk about
None of it. And this Spanish music just got me.
it.
And I mean, I must have downloaded like 20 songs. Or
That's powerful. But we got 4 minutes, y'all.
We only got
4 minutes. So is there anything that y'all want to say to end our topic about why do people cheat that we could pass on to our listeners and our YouTube viewers?
Well, I'll start off. I think in the beginning, take time to choose who you're going to be with. A lot of times we choose people that we're going to be with. I mean, faster we choose what we're going to wear in the morning. So take time to choose who you're going to be with. Spend some time with them. Pay attention to them. You know what I mean? And then you can start to build with that person and build something together, like a team that reduce the risk that they're going to go out looking for somebody else, or doing something stupid that they shouldn't be doing. So it's not that, it's no guarantee, ever. It's never a guarantee. But people are less likely to cheat somewhere where they are very happy. And if you want to be very happy with someone, then pick the person that you want to be very happy with.
cheating is a choice. If you're hurting because you're in a situation, cheating is not going to make that situation better. So you need to remove yourself from that situation and then find yourself and get with somebody else. Don't cheating it's only gonna cause you to hurt someone else because you're lying, you're playing a game. No one wants to be played with. No one really wants to play the game. If you're gonna play the game, then be straight up and honest. I don't want to be serious. This is what I want to do. So don't get serious with me because I want to see other people. Cheating is not cool. It does not help the situation. So there's no point in doing it. If you want to cheat, be honest with the other person that you're seeing. Simple as that.
I agree with my partner. I'm still leaning on choices. Cheating is selfish.
Yeah.
And I've heard people say they were completely and still cheated, and that being with another woman helped them stay married. You're a loser. I'm gonna just say it.
Pretty
You're
much.
a loser, and I don't think that you should play with somebody because all you gotta do is meet one psycho.
Or
you
you
gotta
can
do-
make them into the
That's what I'm saying.
psycho.
All
Yeah.
you gotta do is meet one psycho, press the wrong button, and mess up their heart and crush them, and they coming for you. You gotta watch TV, people. You gotta watch the ID channel. You gotta watch Snacks and Fatal Attraction. You gotta
Yes,
watch this
all of
stuff
that
as an
stuff.
educator. But my thing is if you can't be honest with yourself, then how you gonna be honest with someone else?
Exactly.
And honesty starts here with yourself.
Mhm.
You already know what type of person you are. Don't pull someone through the gutter and ruin their life. Because when you sow bad seed, it come back 100-fold. You can't do
Mhm.
bad and expect to live a good life. And you cannot build a life on someone else's rubble and pain. You can't cause that and make that happen. That's when you side people out there
Yeah.
that willingly knows that you messing up somebody's family.
Exactly.
That's-
and
listen,
okay with it.
It's not up to you to protect somebody else's family, but do know you sowing that seed. And I know somebody that did that and they still ain't with nobody. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
come
saying.
karma.
All right.
Karma come back.
So
Well-
be honest with yourself, love yourself, and be honest with people. If that's not what you want, just tell them. I mean, these people out here today, they going for all that.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't limit yourself.
yeah. All right, y'all. My time is up. Thanks for listening to
No.
Keeping It.
You didn't say nothing.
Well, she didn't do her finishing.
Yeah, you got time to say what you
Final,
got to say. No.
yeah.
Here you go. It's your
Closing
show.
remarks.
Let's go.
See
that It's Shell show.
Oh, I thought I was getting out of that. I agree with what everybody said. Time. Work on building a relationship. Work on knowing that individual. Work on knowing yourself and what you can and cannot deal with, and not compromise just for the sake of being with someone that you believe that you want to be with. On Joy's statement, as well as Tony's statement, cheating, it's not cool. We all know that. We've all been cheated on. Some of us has actually been the one who's done the cheating. Be honest. Tell people what's up. Let them make the decisions themselves. Don't take people's decisions away from them. And I think everything would be better once people start to do that. And on that note, thanks for listening to Keep It Real with Shell on www.sadorradio.com. I want to give a special thanks to all my guests, A-Rod, Tony, Joy. Hopefully y'all can come back on my show again. And thank y'all for listening tonight. Have a good night.
All right, keep it real.
Peace.
Is it playing? I don't see nothing playing. I put it on order details.
Did you stop the encoder? And we out. We just get the behind the scenes. We are out.
Toodles.